lady, did you go?
All right, guys, we are back this week. I'm sure we don't have a whole lot of people here right this very second, but we are back with session number 19 of Unlikely Heroes, which is our persistent Dungeons and Dragons campaign world. So, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We've got the full crew here tonight, which is absolutely awesome. Next week, we will unfortunately be full crew. Sans Lucy, as he's going to be taking some very important exams the next day. So next week will be just a little bit short, but that is all right, as it is Mother's Day anyway. So yeah, so we're going to dive into it tonight. Just so everybody is aware, I do not look at the chat when we go through our games, because I give full 100% attention to the crew, as they rightfully deserve from me. So if you need something, if you have something, if you pop in and I don't respond, I'm not ignoring you. Technically I am, but I'll get back to you at some point. Jump in our Discord and you'll be able to connect with me a little bit easier, or on any social media platform. Okay, without further ado, let's dive into it. The most awkward time to have possibly opened a bag of fucking chips.
I waited until you were done.
I heard you grab it and like what you were like anticipating opening it. I was like, God damn it.
Instead of while we're like
Mid role play.
Okay, guys, I'm back. All right, so let's go through recap real quick, then notes, and actually we'll do it in this order. We'll do notes, recap, then we'll launch into your questions. Okay, so notes real quick. Just a quick reminder, since last week was extremely combat focused, as you guys were literally assaulted by a horde of zombies. But don't forget about the downtime experiences that we talked about last time. So that is that you guys can spend up to 2 weeks when you have legitimate downtime, when there's nothing pressing to be doing, in any hamlet or higher, doing certain tasks like fighting, being a thief, or getting yourself involved in crime, or being a local priest, or giving religious services, yada yada yada. There's tons of stuff to do, so just don't forget about it. Unless you want to. If you guys want to do it, fuck, I don't care. It saves me rolls. But I think it could benefit you. Okay, next note. Okay, so Kevin actually beat me to the punch on this one with the beautiful updated remodel, if you guys can see on your screen. What I actually had as a note going into this is that every 5 levels that you gain in the game, I'm going to allow you to redo your Hero Forge token, send it to me, and I will re-upload it as your new character. Ree had already beat me to it, so we're already there. Kevin had beat me to it, which is great, fantastic. And we're gonna just go with that every 5th level. I will remind you guys, hey, if you want to update, because typically what I see in any D&D game is about every 5 levels, your character has changed enough, at least in like gear, sometimes even in physical appearance, that you will want to then change the model. So that's that. Okay, next note is spells with material components. So I know we have discussed this very briefly, but since we have many spellcasters in the group, regardless of what form, I'm just going to reiterate one more time. If you have a spellcasting focus-based class, meaning a class that within the class text says that you can use a spellcasting focus in lieu of a material component, you still must have a material component that has any gold value to it, period. So the instance that I'm going to point out now, this is just because I happen to have it off the top of my head, is that Bofer has the Identify spell always memorized because of his domain. Identify requires a pearl worth 100 gold pieces to cast the spell. It is not consumed in the casting, but it is required as a gold piece cost material component, and he cannot perform it in any way, shape, or form unless he has that item. The same goes even if it's only one gold piece. Another one is that. So the other caveat to that is if it doesn't have a gold value, but it says you have to have it because it is consumed, you also must have it. So the ticket there would be she has a spell called Protection from Good and Evil, which requires holy water or powdered silver and iron in order to cast, because the spell consumes it. So just be aware that if you don't have these things, which I do keep track of, and you try to cast it, I will stop you. On that note, though, make sure that you guys review your own spells, that you can pretty much buy anything if you ask about it. Obviously, there are some more outlandish things, or some things that are prevalent in certain areas that are not in other areas. But what I've told everybody who's reached out to me about, hey, can I buy this thing for my character? You can absolutely ask about it. Fuck yeah, why not? At least get a lead on it. If that's something that you want to pursue for your character, I don't give a shit what you guys do. This is your campaign. Okay, that's all the notes I've actually got as far as that's concerned. Real quick recap, and then we'll go back to questions. So, all that really happened last time, which doesn't sound like a lot as we spent a lot of time in combat, but you guys all decided to bed down for the evening. Ree was taking first watch. About 2:30 in the morning, all of a sudden, there was some shuffling in the hallway. Ree's like, no big deal. People drunk, probably shuffling to and from their room. Then all of a sudden, there was a bang on the door. Second bang. Third bang. Arm. This zombified arm busts through the door, flips the latch, and as the door swings open, Ree is face to face with literally a hallway full of zombies. You guys successfully, though barely in at least one circumstance, beat them. I almost said you beat them off, and I hate that term because I know Seru is sitting in my stream right now. I'm so sorry. You fended them off, and you lived. Almost died, at least one of you. So yeah, that's that, and we are picking up right where we left off, which is, just so everybody is aware, it is Friday, the 6th of Mujem. I'm sorry, I take that back. Technically, it is Saturday, the 7th Mujem, about 3 o'clock in the morning. So just so you know, that's where we're at there. The last thing that happened was that Ree had just stepped behind the divider that was where the bath was, and the bath had been completely torn asunder, water drained from it, and in its place there is a massive, like, 5-foot hole in the ground where this putrid, rotting scent is emanating from. Do we have any questions before I touch on XP?
I'm assuming I'm waiting on my usual.
Yep, go ahead and make your... Well, I mean, you guys are all standing right there, so you can see how hurt everyone is. Go ahead and make a medicine check.
I love that this has become tradition now. Apparently, I am only focused on my own wounds, and I know that I hurt a lot.
Yes, you are very, very wounded. I mean, a 6 is pretty terrible, but it's not a 1, so it's pretty clear that Bofer is bleeding heavily, and Doc, Ree, and Meepo, they look fine, and you have no idea about the other guy. You never even saw him, so.
I mean, he's not one of the people that I'm watching so
He's
much.
not one of us, right?
Yeah, and Meepo is still sleeping soundly.
Yep, out like a light.
Sweet little Meepo.
Who'da thunk? Sleep right through a zombie invasion. Poor little guy was all tuckered out.
I still love the mental image of she just trying desperately to kill quietly. As Doc and Rhea are screaming in the background, she's just glaring with the quiet, like, shut up!
Okay, so real quick, as far as XP is concerned from last time. Sorry, baby just woke up losing his mind. So, XP from last time. So, there was 100 XP earned from the roleplay. And then there was another 100 XP earned from the zombie fight per person. So that would put She and Gray at 5,597. and everybody else in the party at 6,547, which means that Bofer, Doc, and Ree have gained level 5. So, Bofer, Doc, and Ree, if you would mind, in Roll20, roll your hit die for me, please, so that we have the note about what you've gained. God damn. All right.
Not bad.
Yeah, that is 8. That's 8 total, right? That was already plus your
Yeah,
three.
that's
Okay.
yeah.
Oh wait,
1d12
don't you wait,
plus
hold on.
3.
Didn't you pick tough as a feat? Don't
I
you
did
get,
pick tough, and I think that's +2.
so let's see. Your
How do you do that again?
If you go
hear
into
you.
short rest, you see there's a little red button
I
there that
see,
says
yes.
roll hit die. Yep. Let me see. I think I get +2 to that.
All right, so that's 5, so 6 since I have the dwarven. What's it called?
Dwarven toughness means every time you gain a
Dwarven
level, you gain
yeah.
one hit point.
Yeah, so that makes it a 6.
So 5, so 6. So both for you gain 6, and then yeah, Kevin, I think it is +2.
Yeah,
for you,
it is.
for
It is
tough?
2. So yeah, it is 2. So it's a 10 for me.
Definitely way better than you did last time around.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't you roll a 2 last time?
I think so. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay, so guys, go ahead and take just a few moments to level yourselves. Now, you do have to take a legitimate full night's rest before you gain any of your abilities or features.
Okay.
So we will. I can tell you that at least for the time being, you guys are safe, quote unquote, and you have finished a good chunk of your rest. So you'll just have to finish out the night without any instance to gain all your features. And then Doc, go ahead and roll your D8, I believe. That's
I got a 6. That's not bad. Yeah.
plus your con of 0, so 6 hit points.
6,
Okay.
yeah.
And then just do me a favor and update your guys' models as well. Or if you don't, just let me know what your new total is. Okay, and then that's that. Go ahead and go through your level. All right, on that note, while they're doing that, do I have questions from anybody?
Yes, I have one question. How much longer would I need to sleep before getting the advantages of a long rest?
Let's see. So you...
We slept for a while before.
I did.
Yeah, it wasn't... Because you guys got into town about... It was about 11 o'clock when you guys finally got him to sleep. It's 3 in the morning now, but you were just woken up, so you aren't benefiting from a long rest. You're benefiting from a short rest. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would say probably tomorrow morning at about 9:30, if you go to sleep right now, is when you will have your full long rest, which will cure at least one of your levels of exhaustion. I don't know how many you have right now.
Understood.
Oh man, I get extra speed and an extra whack.
Fuck yeah.
What do I get? I don't think I get anything this level.
You're level 5, man. You get level 3 spells.
Oh, nice, yeah.
All right, any questions from anybody? Lucy, I know you got something. You always got something. Son of a bitch. All right.
Alright, how comfy is the bed?
I'm sorry?
The bed he's sleeping in.
Right,
maybe?
when- to sleep, yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
because there's always a bed behind me in the screen, so I was just like, it's actually pretty nice, but that's weird.
Strange question, but okay.
So the bed that you're in it's not that comfy. I mean, this is a lower middle class tavern in the biggest, trade hub, all kinds of kinds breaking the bed in many ways that you don't want to know about. But it's essentially it's like a wool pad that has fresh straw on top of it and a sheet laid over the top of that. The fresh straw is just to absorb any sweat or pee or whatever you might excrete in your sleep. But it's not the worst accommodations you've had. Now, the pillow's the kicker, because the pillow, when you lay your head down on it, feels like a sandbag, except that the deeper into the sleep you get, the more and more it forms to your head. And after a while of kind of fiddling with it, sure as shit, it is actually like a burlap sack with a nice cotton sheet over the top of it, but inside of it is like a fine, silica powder that kind of conforms to your head as you sleep. It really holds you still and kind of forces you into a quote-unquote good night's rest.
Got that memory foam.
Yeah, man, medieval memory foam. I gotta make it somehow, right?
No wonder Meepo stayed asleep.
Right.
It's exactly. He's never felt this.
Been sleeping on pallets for his entire life.
Anyone else have questions?
I'm good.
No.
Okay.
I can't think of anything.
All right. Are your guys' levels good to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, give me just 1 second here.
This was easy for me.
Kevin, what's your new total HP?
Max HP?
Yeah.
66.
Beautiful. And Bofer? What's your new max HP? Boo Boo? Uh-oh. Did Boo Boo freeze?
It looks like he's frozen.
Wow.
Oh, and he just blinked.
I can see him blinking.
Boo boo.
What the fuck? Bofer?
Maybe he's mathing really hard right now.
No, I think he muted it. He muted the stream somehow. Or he muted us. Okay, Candace, what's your new max?
29.
Oh, you already fixed it. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Give me a second. I'm just going to refresh his character sheet and see if he... That was really weird that he did that.
Hey, boo boo.
Okay, 53. He's good.
At some point, he'll realize it's been really quiet and he'll fix whatever happened.
All right, guys, we'll go ahead. Boo Boo, can you hear us now, man?
It's a big old nope. There you go. Trying to figure it out.
You there, bud?
Oh, sorry. I think my headphones got disconnected.
Yeah, we were definitely all... I was like, hey, man, I'm asking you questions. What's going on? Where are you? And you literally... We thought you froze, and then Candace was like, wait, he just blinked.
Sorry, yeah, my headphones got disconnected.
Okay.
What's going on?
No, disregard. I figured it out. I looked at your character sheet. I was just trying to make sure that you had updated your max hit points, so...
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and pick up then. So the combat has just ended. Rhea has just stepped around the corner of the, of the little partisan, and as she does so, realizes there's a big fucking hole where that tub was. The tub is still there, but it's been like cracked in half, almost like something grabbed it and just pulled it inward, and it's kind of like half fallen into this pit, and the smell coming out of it. I mean, it's just like, it's like the most raw, like infected rot and pus that you could possibly imagine, just wafting up, almost like a soft breeze coming up with it. It's hot.
It smells fucking gross down here, guys. I think something died. A lot of things died down there, and then they died up here again. Oh, God, it's fucking gross.
Oh, I wanted to take a bath.
Yeah, we're not taking a bath in this anymore. Is there anything I can see? I mean, so what was this bathtub made of? Was it like one of those like big bronze like monstrosities, or it was like...
No, so it was like a cured wood, like some sort of cured pine. And then
like a big barrel?
Yeah, like a big barrel, but it was like a long barrel, and then it had like 5 or 6 iron bands up and down the side to kind of keep everything nice and tight. And then on the side facing you, there was a small plug where you could see that they would use to, pop it and let all the hot water out, or all the dirty water out anyways.
Can you see down there?
Can I see you down there?
You go to the edge?
I mean, so how much of this? Yeah, I don't want to get too close to this, because I assume like all like the boards are like crumbling and like rotting and falling away.
Yeah. So here's the. Actually, you know what? Make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
So, as you look it over, none of the boards are rotted. Everything is pretty well intact. Whatever came up through this did so by sheer force. You know, it's not like it just got soft and collapsed inwards. Something blew a hole into the spot in this floor, and then everything else collapsed in under it from the weight, especially of where that water was. But I mean, as you can peer like kind of over the edge, how far is your dark vision?
60 feet.
60. Okay.
Hang on. Don't quote me on that yet. Where is it?
Gabo's got that 20/20 visual.
Yeah, 60 feet. Yep.
60. Okay, so like as you peer down, your vision, you can see something underneath. It looks like it opens up into some sort of small chamber underneath where you guys are right now. You don't see a whole lot of detail except that the floor is some sort of like matted down moss and root work, meaning that, you know, it just looks natural. It's not like anything has been upgraded. It's just an open chamber. At the bottom, you can see there's a huge pool of water that is in the process of soaking into the earth, and there's some bits and pieces of wood, and a good chunk of the tub had fallen inwards. Underneath where that tub had fallen, it's very clear that there is a corpse that has one hand hanging out from underneath where the wood is, and it's just twitching ever so slightly.
At this point, Ree will call over to probably her cat buddy over there, and yeah, the ranger too. You gotta go to hey guys, you might want to come take a look at this. There's a big fucking hole over here. Yeah, it smells pretty bad.
I'll
I don't
step
know how.
toward it.
I'm
and try
actually
to
amazed I didn't hear this. Whatever fucking. It's a big ass hole.
I mean, we were a little distracted. I want to see if I can kind of, if I recognize the scent.
Make a nature check.
7.
It smells like death. It smells like rotting corpses and rotting vegetation.
That does not smell good.
It's like warm, rotting meat. Like somebody left a burger on the counter all night, and you know.
I'm gonna walk over to the fire pit over here.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up a piece of wood that's not gonna directly burn me before I grab it.
The fire is actually out in here.
Oh, it's out?
It's static. It's static on this map because I don't have the light effects. But yeah, the fire in here has been out for a while, as it's like 3 a.m, so they don't need to cook anything right now.
Understood. Any candles?
No, actually, there is a spot where there was a candle, but it looks like it was picked up. The only reason why you can tell where there was one, which would have been like right here, is because there's a bunch of dried wax sitting around, but it looks like somebody snagged the candle holder and walked away with it.
Understood.
Don't you still have your magical, always glowing, never burning candle?
Yeah, I got the magic, the green torch.
Now, don't just throw it in.
Yeah, I'm not gonna toss it in there. Yeah, fuck that. This is a
Why
magical
don't you
torch.
That's
just
why I was looking for
attach
the
it
not magical
to-
stuff.
Why don't you attach it to something like a rope, since it's not going to burn the rope?
I see where you're going with this. Sure, yeah, all right, I'll do that.
Didn't you take our rope?
Well, yes. You didn't have more?
I have rope still, but wait, let me make sure.
Yeah, I have rope in my inventory. I don't know if yeah.
All I have to do is sow the seeds, and this is what happens 5 games later, so just FYI.
If I still have some of their rope, and I didn't leave it behind in the camp, since I don't think I ever actually added their shit to my sheet, can I toss some of their rope, or do I no longer have it?
So you do not have the rope anymore. You used it to tie your captives up.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
AKA Bopher's mom.
I didn't say it. I just used the word captive. That's all I said.
Wait,
Hey,
so we don't have any rope, or what?
Oh, do I still have my rope?
Look on your character sheet.
Yeah, I don't have it in my character sheet, so I think you took mine.
Ree,
I
could
have
you
it on mine.
pull out the torch for a second?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
sure,
going
yeah.
to grab some of my rope.
Yeah, you've got 50 feet of rope. Okay, so you guys, it's easy enough. I mean, you guys are not idiots. You can tie a torch to a rope with pretty much no problem. and you lower it into the pit. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So all right. So what was it? What was the instructions to read? Tie the torch to the rope and then throw it down.
Magical, not fire.
Can you guys hear
I'd
me?
not say throw it down,
It's
but
the
like
third or fourth
lower it
person
slightly
to
down.
Okay.
Yes,
hear anything I'm
the
saying.
the magical stuff
Yes.
that's not going to
Um,
destroy my rope.
Can I also? I'd also like to use thaumaturgy to basically make the flames bigger, or wait, flicker, brighten.
It won't work. It's not
They're
natural
magical.
fire.
Oh,
You could, but you could try, right? But
Yeah,
Have you tried that
you
in
mutter your
the Citadel?
incantation. Well, just let him do it. I mean, he was stating that he was going to cast, not looking for direction. But
Right.
so you mutter your incantation, and the torch, it doesn't move.
okay.
But either way, so you guys tie the torch off on the rope, and you kind of start to lower the rope down into the room. The room below you. One moment. From what you can see, as you don't have full view of the room, is definitely wrought of some sort of earthen brick, maybe like a very immature stone. It looks like it's some sort of soft wall, or soft compared to where you guys have been before. Again, you can't see the entire length or scope of the room, but your best guess is that it's probably about somewhere between 20 by 20 and 25 by 25. But it is a big chamber. The one thing you can see from where you're at is, again, there is a corpse, which, as you lower the light down, is pretty obvious. And this goes down about 30 feet, by the way. There is a zombie hand twitching ever so slightly as the torch comes down. You can see it had been hit at some point by about half of this tub and crushed. You also see what appears to be a broken table a little bit further to the southeast corner of the room, and that's about where your vision stops with this little 5-foot gap that you have.
how does it look like the zombies were actually able to get up into this space? I mean, like, is there like a well pretty much with like?
So there's no well. With the investigation check you rolled earlier, actually, I'll tell you what. If you're the one looking down there, make one more investigation check, like if you pop your head through.
Okay. Fuck.
You're not entirely sure. I mean, best guess is that they stood on each other's fucking shoulders.
That's a sight.
Nimbly bimbly fucking zombies, man. I give them a lot of credit. They're pretty smart for zombies. I mean, they open the door, they manage to like human tower themselves.
Gives me Adam's Family vibes.
So, what do y'all think we should do? Because I know I'm on the brink of falling over, and I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sleepy. I know we can't. I don't think sleeping here is a good idea necessarily.
yeah, our door's broken.
Are any of those tables that I see in the room, are they the right size to maybe cover that hole?
Oh, easily. Yeah, it's not the entire 5-foot square that's busted up, but yeah, I mean, you could lay tables over it, no
Maybe-
problem.
What about
Maybe
the
we
doors?
should-
Stack shit on it.
Well, we can use tables for doors too, but let's cover the hole first and try to secure it,
Yeah.
and then we can kind of go from there, because hopefully this is the only hole out. So then we can kind of guard it.
Oh, I was talking about the cover. These 3 doors right here connected to each other.
Which
Because I
tables?
remember you were saying last time that those were actual like doors connected to each other, like next to the tub.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's like a partisan. They kind of like fold in on each other. They're literally just gigantic doors on hinges.
Yeah,
Are
so
they actually sturdy? Or are they?
Yeah, compared to most like flimsy cloth partisans or partitions, I should say, they're pretty fucking sturdy. I mean, as you look at it, you're like, no, this is literally 3 big fucking wooden doors, and on both sides of the center one there are hinges, and they collapse in on each other.
I'd say these are about maybe like 7, 8 big stones worth of weight.
I think that'll be enough to keep whatever the fuck crash through this floor.
most likely not. We'd probably need more tables on top of it too, but yeah, I
Oh,
think
we have to rest before we fight anything else.
yeah, I think instead of being inside one of the rooms, we should probably patrol while we wait for a little while, or at least everyone takes watch and we can patrol.
Yeah, yeah, we should definitely do a watch. I don't know about a patrol necessarily, because if you patrol, you're splitting away, and but at least watching this door here and the door, you know, there and there.
Are all these walls around us exterior walls? Are they all like or there's so like right on like the other side of this wall there's like outside,
Yep,
right?
it goes to the outside. So everything that is like along the perimeter of like this gigantic rectangular structure, yeah, those are all outside walls. They do not connect to another part of the building.
Is this a door here?
Yep, 2 doors in the back, one right here and one right in front of Rue.
Okay, okay.
I would say that this hallway is the most defensible if we need to stay in one place.
I agree.
Just kind of bring the beds out here and get all comfy
Yeah.
cozy and yeah.
We can do that, yeah. Okay, so Ree, I know you were already on watch. You're probably tired.
Yeah, a little sleepy.
I'll take the first watch. I've got a little bit of sleep. Ooh. Yeah, if I stay up any longer, I won't be able to almost see.
I'll take the first watch. It's fine. Everybody, let's drag the beds out. I'll take the first watch, then we can trade out.
Why are we not staying in the bedrooms that only have one entrance and exit? Whoever's on watch stays in the hallway, and the others can be in their rooms.
So just for
Because we're all-
clarification, real quick, there are, I don't know if you guys want to zoom in on your map. There are 2 windows in every single room facing out.
Oh, I definitely didn't realize
There's
that.
that,
I
And
would
they
not
totally-
have said that.
Yeah, and they totally just punch straight through.
Yeah, our door's gone.
Because, Rikishi, there are 2 windows in each room.
So
We're trying that out. You didn't like it? You're not buying it? Okay. There are windows in each room, though. One of them's gonna stick.
I appreciate the effort you are going through.
By the way, who's the Light Eyes?
Light eyes?
Light eyes.
Oh.
The bard.
Not sure yet.
Okay.
I don't know about
Out
that.
of character.
I did like his eyes. He's
Dark
got nice
Azamar
eyes.
have like eyes of white, right?
So that actually isn't what really qualifies them as dark or fallen Asmar. There's just with Lucy's character in particular, I believe that he has dark bags under his eyes, like permanent dark, very, very dark circles. It's clear that his traits are angelic in nature, but his skin is alabaster white. He has jet black eyes, black hair, and with that kind of otherworldly appearance, it's very, very, very clear that he is a fallen Azamar. That's what makes him stand out. Whereas the regular, I was gonna say the regular Azamar would have like golden eyes or all white, slightly glowing eyes. They'd have gold hair, a sheen to their skin. He is the exact opposite. He looks like a porcelain doll.
Yes.
Do you mean no whites to his eyes, just all black?
I believe so. Is that right, Lucy? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Okay. Yep.
Okay, then yeah, I'd say who's the Dark Eyes?
I thought his eyes were kind of nice.
Well,
Okay.
He's a manipulative performer that has an uncanny interest in our tabaxi companion.
what?
She's a little tall for him, don't you think?
I mean, I'm probably more his.
I'm a lot of things.
I'm probably more his speed, if you ask me.
No
I'd have
comment.
to agree
Think
with
I got a
you.
chance? You think I got a chance?
You got a chance.
Nice.
You'll have the same. Was
What? Was that?
What's that?
Hey, y'all make up words.
As you guys are discussing, there is a warm gust that kind of rolls up and out of the out of the pant leg of Reed. No, out of this pit, The rope sways back and forth ever so slightly, and you hear something begin to speak to you.
Good morning, Beaufort. I
Nope.
hope you slept well.
Nope. Grabbing the door. Grabbing the door.
Those fools. Foolish Palorian clerics. Shouldn't have meddled in my plan. I will see their temple burn to the ground, Beaufort. I will see them burn.
And as the voice finishes, at this point, I'm guessing Ree has already folded all 3 of the doors in and slapped it over the top of the the top of the hole, which it does, and the voice still comes. I mean, it does not muffle it or anything. It still booms through it. There's no physical or spectral presence. It does not manifest within and or around Beaufort. It comes very clearly up and out of this hole in the ground.
I guess as
we
that
should maybe check on those priests, y'all.
yeah, as that keeps happening, like as Ree keeps hearing it, she's just like piling more shit on top of this hole, hoping it stops. God damn it, stop!
Doc is gonna run over here and peek in and say,
Hold on one second. Graham,
Okay.
assuming you locked your door, correct?
It's broken.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
no door.
Yeah, never mind. Let yourself in. Yeah, he's curled up in bed. He's sleeping.
so we're gonna leave for a little bit, and there's a hole full of...
You immediately wake up. You hear, as soon as you hear her breathe to take that first sentence, your perception is, well, it was very high roll on this end. You just kind of and look over as this little cat face is staring in at you. We are going to...
We're gonna leave. We gotta go check on something, and there's a smelly hole over here full of evil. So if you want to come with us so that you maybe don't die, you're welcome to. Otherwise, hold down the fort, and I'm gonna walk away.
This Gray will start. He'll sigh as if like it wasn't real, and then he'll start putting on his armor.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
We need-
definitely, I'll make sure my armor's on. I think I already did that though. But
yeah,
Yes.
we ended the whole thing as we were getting our armor on.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I'm gonna have to go and put mine on now because I was watching
you
the
were-
pit while y'all were donning armor.
Yep.
I don't want. Oh, go ahead.
You were wearing leather, is that right, Kat?
No, I have
Or studded leather?
something else now. I've got a chain shirt now.
Chain shirt. What is it considered light? I think that's still light.
Medium.
Is it medium? Okay, so it'll take 5 minutes to put that on. Lots of
Yep, and I'm
straps.
going in by Meepo.
I don't
Okay.
want to leave Meepo here.
Now
Not
we
a-
gotta take Meepo.
Not a chance.
Okay. I have somewhere safe for him to go, but we're not gonna be able to get him there right now.
What do you do? Where?
I'm gonna send him home. My home.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's not
I'm
happening.
gonna send him to Jesus.
So wait, are we gonna try to Are we gonna try to go to the
Well,
temple and
why
then
don't
try to?
why don't we
hold
do
up
this
there?
Instead of everybody leaving? Right now I'm going to go. I'm gonna peek outside and see if I can't be a little bit sneaky and just kind of make my way over there. My concern is if I get there and things are on fire, I don't know what to really do.
And we
I don't
probably just
think
peek
we
our head
can
out and see
separate.
if shit's on fire.
Oh, I mean, if it's burning enough for us to see it from here, then it's already too late.
Oh yeah.
And to be fair, from here to there, it's honestly only a couple minute walk. I mean, it's not that far from where you guys are at.
Real quick, out of character, could you update me? I'm sorry, my cat jumped on my
Doc
dog.
was just trying. Doc, your monstrous cat, Doc was trying to decide if she should go by herself to check on the priest or if everybody should go.
Right now, I don't think any of us should really split up.
That's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah, we should probably stick together.
Okay. So we're gonna have to wake up Meepo. We
Yeah.
can't just leave him here with this hole full of death.
Why don't you just wrap him up in a blanket and just carry with him? Hopefully he doesn't wake up.
Yeah, maybe I can give him a piggyback ride or something.
I'll
While
take
you
him.
do that, I'm gonna get some food because I have not eaten in a day.
Is there any food in here?
Just so I'm understanding, Beaufort is going to steal food from the establishment. Is that correct?
Oh crap! I forgot about that. Sorry.
Don't steal.
No,
it.
no, it's fine. You can do whatever you want. This is Dungeons and Dragons.
No.
I just want to make sure.
I forgot about that aspect. How much did y'all pay for food?
I don't remember exactly what I paid. I paid for a bath for you, but then
Yeah.
the bard took it and broke the bathtub.
I mean, it does look like there's some water down there.
I'd
You'll take a
rather
bath if you want.
I'd rather not take a bath than I'm gonna
Why don't we
point.
just leave some money for the food that you take?
Yeah, I'll put a
Or we
silver
can
down.
maybe see if the tavern keeper is okay. I guess we should check on him, and then we can see if he's okay with us just grabbing some quick food.
Oh yeah, we should probably see if there's anybody else alive in here.
That's probably a good idea.
And go out here.
I'm gonna go ahead and look in here.
Okay.
Oh hey, Gray.
So,
How you doing, buddy?
so give me one
I'm
second
good.
here. Candace. All right, so Beaufort, you go down that hallway. There's 2 doors down there. Both doors, as you kind of jiggle the handles, are locked. Candace, as you step out into the main area, you see the majority. I mean, everybody's gone. The only person standing out here is one of the servers that you had seen late in the evening, who had like just shown up for a quote unquote like late shift, and he is looking at the 2 zombies that were killed in this room. And he does not have a tray in his hand. He's not that fancy. But he has a mop in his hand, and there's like a dirty bucket back in this corner. And he is trying very furiously to get the blood and rot out of the floor. And he's kind of like half sobbing and just like kicking the corpse over and just like rolling it as he's cleaning up under it. He sees you come in and he just kind of says, I'm not entirely sure what to make of this. But if you could find it in your heart, could you possibly go find a priest and bring them here?
That was actually what we were about to do. I just wanted to check on you first. Check on everybody here. Were there other people sleeping in rooms?
I don't have the ledger with me right now. I was hiding under the desk when whatever happened happened.
Okay. So we're gonna go check on the priests. Are you the only one that was out here?
I think so. At least I was until I heard the first crash. There was somebody drinking an ale. He kind of points towards the door. Right there. But he ran as soon as he heard the crash, and then that's when I hid.
Okay, good. Okay. Well, we'll be back as quick as we can. Just hide again if you have to.
What about these corpses, though?
Well, I have to find out what to do about. I'm guessing I have to find out what to do about them. There's a hole back here that maybe we could just drop them into.
There's a hole
Yeah.
in
Stay
the
away
wall
from
of the floor.
the floor. Where
Oh
the bathroom is.
shit! I'm going to lose my job, and my children are going to go hungry.
I don't think this was your fault. Don't worry.
Doesn't matter if it was my fault. It happened under my watch. It's the rules of the establishment. Shit.
Some
Right.
shitty rules, bro.
Hey, Doc, can you ask him if there are any underground tunnels in this town?
Sir, I can hear you. You're shouting into the room. I'm only a night watchman here at the Green Lizard Gizzard. I don't know anything about anything underneath. I hope there's nothing underneath. But you say there's a hole in the floor, and now you're asking that question, and now I'm doubting myself.
Super stinky
Aw.
hole down here.
I am so fired.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So, can I pay you for some food? Like, if our priest friend back there could just grab
You have
some
a priest?
Yeah, sort of.
Oh, please, can you
Wrong
bring
god.
him?
Bofer, come here.
Wrong
Make this...
god. Oh no. Oh no. And he starts to
not
back
evil.
towards the
No,
he
he's
starts
not
to back
evil.
towards the door, and he's kind of looking you up and down. Are you one of the Nerulians?
Oh,
Oh,
Bofer.
who?
No, I'm
Vecna?
more
What are
Athenian.
you?
No.
He kind of looks at you cockeyed. Why the fuck would you say it like that then, priest?
I thought y'all down here believed in Palor.
Sir, that is the most offensive thing that a priest who is supposed to be a man of wisdom could have possibly said. This is Middleton. We are a crossroads for the entire continent. Every kind of kind sees their way in and out of this establishment and this town. Or have you literally just crawled out of the hole that you created back there?
I was actually just made a priest about 4 days ago.
We kind of did crawl out of a hole
Actually,
recently.
7 days ago.
He kind of looks around.
Bofer, give the man some money.
Okay, here's 2 silver, please.
He kind of eyes you as you approach him. You hand him the 2 silver, and he kind of looks down and he says, well, I suppose that's at least a couple nights' wages. When I lose my job, at least I can feed my children for a couple days.
If you lose your job, we will make sure that you get enough to keep you on your feet for a little bit, okay? This isn't your fault.
No, not at all. I'm sorry for what you've had to witness today.
If you're truly a priest, can you get rid of these corpses? I've heard your people can perform magics that can do away with bodies and necromancy and foul things.
Yes, but my powers are currently dulled until I can rest.
Understood. Can you at least do me a favor and get it out of my main room so if my boss walks in I don't immediately lose my job?
Yeah, let's pile them all in one spot.
Ree, can you come help me, please?
Didn't you say there was something about a hole?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's a big stink hole in the back. Yeah.
I'm gonna point
smells
back over it.
fucking awful.
He kind of jumps seeing Ree walk in. Oh shit! So
Ah,
I'm sorry. I have not drank nearly enough for this tonight.
yeah, neither have I. Feel you there, buddy.
I haven't drank at all, and it's too much for me.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you say your friend is hungry and he needs food, I will. If you can get rid of these corpses for me, at least. I don't care what you do with them. Throw them in the hole. I'll prepare some food for you and your friends.
Ah, well, we blocked up the hole. Maybe we'll just toss them outside, right? That work.
Well, can we unblock the hole and put them down? I think it's...
I'd
No one-
rather not unblock that hole.
Then let's put them in
because
the room
last-
we were in.
Yeah, last time I was there, fucking the throat demon started talking to me again.
Ree,
Let's put him in the
What?
bard's room. Put him in the bard's room.
not in front of the server.
Yeah, he's like, his eyes went wide and he said, I'll get that food ready for you.
Thank you.
Ree, you get the legs.
Probably
I'll
don't
get
want to go
the
by the
shoulders.
fire in the bathroom. I'm gonna say as I'm putting on my armor. Probably don't want to go back there.
Uh-oh, you gonna learn.
Your friends needed food. What the fuck?
Yep.
That would be
Alright.
the stinky hole.
All right, Ree, on 3.
As they're doing that,
Purple,
Chris gonna,
avocado, blue.
All right. Move slowly.
Chris gonna turn to Doc. Throat demon? What?
So... Yeah, throat
Oh,
demons.
I think I broke off the ankle.
You
Dang it,
know
Ree.
how sometimes there are voices and they sound really sweet and kind,
Yeah, these one don't.
and when you
Read
hear them, it makes you really want to, just
Left.
we're
relax
going here?
and feel
Like left?
calm. It is nothing like that at all. It is a
Oh, shit.
demon coming
Wrong
out of
room,
somebody's
Ree.
throat.
All right, rotate.
If you bring that corpse near me again, and then she's gonna go back to putting on
Hey,
armor.
we might not want to put these on the bed.
Oh, I was just gonna pose it, like make it look like it was all like sleepy and comfy.
You hear from the back room, please get them the fuck out of the bedrooms. You are making this 10 times worse.
Yeah, this one's leaking now.
Fuck!
Hey, what about the place you fought that last zombie by the boxes?
Ah, yeah, we'll put them in the boxes.
All right.
He steps back into the hallway. Can you just drag these fucking things outside? Throw them out the back door, for fuck's sake. And he's carrying like a tray of biscuits and a couple pitchers on it. He goes into the main room.
Huff me up with one of those biscuits.
All right, Ree, rotate. Let's get around this door.
Pivot.
Pivot.
Come on, Ree.
Certainly been
All
the
right,
most
let's-
interesting night I've had in a while.
I can use your elbow to open the door, please.
All right. For the sake of brevity, we will not have you move the next 10 corpses in a very Lego-like fashion.
Thank you.
This is like watching D&D Lego. I appreciate the dedication, though. So, for the sake of brevity, you guys do manage to collect the 10 corpses that are here, and for better or worse, you manage to get most of the pieces of them out of the tavern and into what is literally a back alley.
Missed a spot.
As you guys finish, back in the main room, the tavern keep has prepared essentially settings for 5 people to sit and eat. There are some day-old biscuits, like cookies with a little bit of apricot jam in the middle, little powdered sugar over the top. He even warmed them, which is pretty cool. And then there are pitchers of tea and water that have been laid out. So that was his compensation to you all.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you for, I guess, whatever happened. Is there, the less I know, probably the better at this point, but thank you. Oh, they won't come back again in the alley, will they? Because there is a daycare just to the south of where we are, and their back door butts up against ours.
That was some need-to-know ass information, guy.
Look, there's a lot happening here, and I have a lot on the line.
Well, I mean, I know I definitely smushed at least 2 of them pretty well in the paste.
Yeah, I
Is
know
it,
one of them I took
it's-
care of.
Is it still raining outside?
It is. It's rainy. It's very lightly raining. It's the wind that is crazy right now. It's been windy for like the last 6 hours.
Okay. Do you have any really super strong alcohol here?
He kind of looks at you, cockeyed, and he's like, "Well,
Ow.
yes, we
Wait.
have liquor."
All right. So what you're gonna
I
need
have
to
oil.
do is we could pour it all over that, and in the morning when it stops raining, just flick a little something on it.
I have these bottles of oil.
You mean fire? You
Where
mean
did-
set them on fire?
Oh,
You saying burn the corpses?
No. Pyre ignition is a class 2 misdemeanor in this town, sir. I do not want to spend 5 days in the stockade, so I will not be burning anything in the streets.
Well, we'll figure it out. We're not going that far once we go. Actually, speaking of which, she's gonna go down the hallway. Hey, Bashina, there's cookies and tea.
Bashina.
Who the fuck's Bashina?
I'm trying to give her a name.
Is that how this
One
works?
of them is gonna stick.
I'm assuming I have my armor on at this point.
It has been
because they
well
moved the corpses.
over. Yeah, it's been well over 5 minutes.
Cool. Before I move, before I leave or do anything, I want to check Meepo and make sure Meepo's like actually just sleeping peacefully and hasn't like just choked to death in his
He
sleep
did.
or something.
Make a medicine check.
Bofer's gonna start eating on a chair.
Because I'm going to be very unhappy if something happened.
Meepo is paralyzed.
Mm.
As you
Fine.
touch his body and you just kind of, move him just to make sure, everything's okay to kind of go about your business, his muscles and his bones are locked in place in the same exact position, staring towards the wall that he had fallen asleep in, whether it happened before, during, or after the situation you are currently finding yourself in. He's breathing, he is alive, but he is 100% locked in a rigored form of paralysis. His eyes are closed.
I'm going to first. I'm going to check. I'm going to lift eyelids. Do ghouls have eyelids or scaly?
They do have eyelids. Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna check under the eyelids and
Sure. Yeah.
make
So
sure there's
you look under his eyelids. His eyes are frozen, looking straight ahead. Their pupils, or his little like lizardy slit things, are held at like a semi mid position, meaning that they were trying to close all the way as it was getting darker. Probably when he closed his eyes and went to sleep. You know,
Then I am going to yell in angry orc voice. Doc, Gopher, Ree. And I'm just gonna yell their names.
Yeah, see, she
or you
learned-
want orc.
Uh-oh. Ree will come.
Does she
Running
sound
into the
concerned, or
room.
does she just say her
Yeah.
names? Okay.
She's yeah.
Yeah, Maple got sleep paralysis.
And if they don't immediately come, then she's going to bellow now.
yeah, they start. So everybody starts to move down towards the room. You guys walk in, and she is literally like kneeling on the bed over Meepo, and she's kind of turned him upwards now, and his body is stuck in what would be like a side sleeping position, but she has him facing up, and his body is just locked. It's not moving. He's breathing, very clearly breathing, but he's frozen.
Do I know how to fix paralysis?
I mean, do you know what caused the paralysis? Because that's probably the first step in figuring out how to fix it.
I don't
Any
think.
injuries on him that we saw, or that I saw?
With your 12 medicine, not that you saw, no. Aside from any injuries he had, which actually he was at 100% health, he looks fine.
What
This is no
happened?
longer as first the out of character comment. Him sleeping while I was fighting is no longer as sweet. Second in character comment. She's gonna fume for a second and say, if I knew, this wouldn't be a problem. Fix him.
There's no reason to get sassy.
No, it's fine. I got this.
You got what?
I'm gonna
Biscuit?
rub my hands. No, not a biscuit. Well, yes, I do have a biscuit, but
I'll hold
besides
that
the
if
point.
I'll hold on to that if you need both hands.
Here, I'm gonna clap my
Nice.
hands together, rub them, and cast Luster Restoration.
Okay, go ahead and give me a concentration check. So you are horrifically exhausted right now at 4 in the morning.
That's con save, right?
Yes.
Shit.
So go ahead and use your spell slot. So Bofer, he kind of clambers onto the bed and he begins his incantation and he holds his holy symbol out, and you guys see the forge symbol flare up on the back of his gauntlet. And as he reaches out to touch, you see his whole body kind of like seize up a little bit, like he's got a cramp in his shoulder and neck. And he, in the middle of his incantation, Dominos, damn it! And you see the magic just pzzz out of his hand.
Is that part of the incantation?
No. Man, my body, it's my arm's gonna start shaking a little bit. Like I need to sleep.
Yeah, and you feel that, like the physical, like just the raw physical exhaustion you feel after everything over the last, literally, what has only been 2 days, is really taking a toll on your mind, body, and spirit.
And back, Bofer's gonna stumble back against the bed and just eyes are gonna glass over.
As that's happening, sorry, Candace, give me 1 second. Bofer, give me a medicine check though while you're there. Okay. Same information as you see Meepo. It appears that he is in a form of paralysis, but he is alive.
Is he hurt? Is he dying?
I don't think so. He just looks paralyzed. There's I don't know if the priest would be able to do anything about it. I think he might have spent everything he had last night when I was there. But I think the priest would be the best person to go see right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up Meepo. then, or try to. I know I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
no,
encumbered.
you pick him up. It is very awkward because his whole body is literally like locked in a sleeping kobold position, and as you pick him up, just everything shifts in that exact same position. Very strange.
I think we should
Let's
get
go.
everyone and move.
We need to check on the priests. She said she was going to burn them to the ground, and there's been plenty of time to do so now.
Yeah, let's go. I'll go get the scald.
Okay.
Gray's
Yeah.
probably sitting there with like a cookie in his mouth, or like.
We're gonna get
That's good.
going. One of our companions is he's gonna look incapacitated. You might want to come to the church with us.
He's pointing to the. Sorry, he's gonna point to the front door and be like, "I've been waiting. This is the front door." Kind of weird to leave out the back.
Not all the time, but especially in a tavern. All right, let's go.
Okay. So you guys make your way to the Church of Paylor, the Temple of Paylor. All right.
Can
Sorry, go ahead.
I make a comment like while we're walking there?
Yeah, absolutely. You got a couple minutes.
So Doc, did you carry me to the Green Lizard Gizzard?
Yep.
And what did the priest say? I asked him if he was going to be able to find something about me before I fell asleep.
You are being... She's going to look over her shoulder at the bard. You're being haunted.
It's going to look over at the bard.
That explains the throat demon comment.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly things are starting to come together.
So it's
And
called...
Gnomish, he's going to say by what?
In Gnomish, I will say, so when I talked to the priest, he said there usually, when there's a mortal being that met a cruel and undeserving fate, they come back to torture those who caused it. It'll come back in a spectral form, and then it's called a revenant. There's a ritual that will force it to manifest, and at that point we could fight it. Otherwise, it has a year to exact its revenge, but then it can just come back and do it all over again until we defeat it. Judging by the fact that it's all fiery, and she said that you left her, I'm assuming that it's your friend.
Yes, would Beaufort know anything about revenants? I don't think so.
Make a religion check. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, you don't know a lot about revenants. You know much more about like the lower tier, quote unquote, mindless undead. As most clergy, they categorize types of undead, types of demons, types of devils, types of elementals, usually by mindless and sentient. The mindless are obviously like zombies, skeletons, things that literally don't think, they are commanded, and they act without question. The sentient tier, which could range from anything that is like ghoul or ghast all the way up through like lich, which is obviously like top tier, are undead that are intelligent in some form and that can act on their own accord based on whatever may have created them, whether it be their own magic or something else's. A revenant, in its very basic form, is a spirit of vengeance that will not die until it has gotten its vengeance. But there is an old saying in the books of Mordine, Paylor, Obid, High, Olitamara, that roughly translates to give a ghost his vengeance and he goes away for good. Yes, I did just make that up on the spot.
Nice.
Well, this is a damp. I'm aware of them, but I think future research would be needed. to figure
Well,
out.
they were trying to find the entirety of that ritual, that spell, to force her to manifest so we could fight her. Last I knew, but I'm hoping that she didn't get to them first.
Yeah, I think we should probably get there, and hopefully nothing has happened to them. They're good people.
You guys are used to them talking like this? Grail
Oh.
say to like Korean she.
Oh yeah, I mean they talk to each other like that sometimes. Sometimes like I'll talk to Doc and the Goblin. Sometimes I'll talk to. Well, I don't really talk to anybody else in Dwarven because I just like to break that out every once in a while just to freak people out. You know what I mean? I don't like to be rambling again. Yeah, they talk to each other like that a lot.
Xavier, do I know it's Gnomish? Like I know I can't understand it, but
Make
do I
a
know
history
the
check.
language? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. It's very there's very clear indications that it's gnomish, and it only sounds that way because if you were to essentially play everything they say backwards, you would probably understand it in common. That's how creepy gnomish is.
Yeah, seeing a 7-foot tall cat person speak Gnomish is definitely not the worst thing I've seen today, but it's definitely on the list.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Her ears will kind of like tip over, like,
I hear you.
and then they go down
Ooh.
like an
He
angry
doesn't
cat.
care.
Doc, what
That's
are
fine.
you
whispering.
She who is probably she who is almost guaranteed limping pretty heavily as she's carrying Meepo, though trying to hide that, of course, would say in Orcish. I'm pretty sure it's similar to how I imagine you and I will be conversing, so the others don't understand. And she's gonna kind of try and smile. It's a little threatening, a little grimacy, a little edgelordy, just as she is.
Little?
Little?
Rude.
Grail
Accurately
smell.
rude.
Yeah, she does. She
smile
does
back,
that a
but
lot.
more.
So, Doc,
Grail's-
should we walk through the front door, or what do you think would be the best way to look
Well,
inside of this church to
Let's
see if
assess
everything's
it when
okay?
we get there,
So
because
for-
if we see flames through the windows,
So for starters, you guys have arrived. It's not on fire. You guys do smell smoke in the air, but it's like smoke coming out of people's chimneys as it is like 4:30 in the morning and everybody's still asleep. At least so some people might be waking up and starting to stoke fires, but you guys are in front of the church. It is just how you left it.
okay. Okay. So we should warn them. Because
Yeah.
it does not
Let's
seem
go
like this
in.
bitch is playing games. I say that in common, by the way.
Yes, we switch back to common.
Is this place like fortifiable? Like, can we like?
I'm gonna look at all the windows. I'm gonna shake my head.
Just like it's just a house, pretty much, just like any other.
Yeah, it's essentially like a giant barn that has a little tower built off the like the upper right-hand corner of it. But that's about all there is to it. It's made of wood.
I'm tired. I heard she's not going to say anything. She's going to attempt to, I don't know how the door opens. She's going to attempt to shift Meepo enough to be able to get the door open and go inside.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to open door. You pop it open and you enter. Again, just to give a quick description of the inside, there's rows of pews. In this wooden interior, there's a heavy fog in here, but it's not like unnatural fog. It's just that there's like shitloads of incense and sage that it's always naturally burning in the interior. There's some very low candlelight as all of the pews end in a small altar of Palor with a candle, and then all the way at the far end, which would be like the rear of the church, there's a small sermon area with a very large marble platform that is like an altar, and then behind that there's a small cot, which is where Beaufort had been laid, and there's nobody in here.
She is going to yell, because this is not a time for subtlety. She's going to yell, basically just tell we need a priest.
Okay. So, about 20, 30 seconds or so go by, and from the right hand side room, which is all the way in the back by the altar, about 15 feet from it, a door swings open, and you guys see the familiar face of Sigmund, the half elf. Mid length brown hair. You can see that there's a weird dance in his half elven features between being human and elven at the same time. But he steps through wearing what is essentially a cleric nightie. It's a long white robe with a simple brown sash tied around it. And as he comes out, he's got a candle that he's holding out in one hand, and you can see wrapped around his wrist is a small set of prayer beads with a very tiny medallion hanging off of it in the shape of a sun. And he kind of looks out and he goes, I'm sorry, what?
That's
Who?
that's who I was working with before, right?
Yes.
I am so sorry to bother you again. It would appear that she, you know who, she, I don't know if saying her name is a bad thing or saying what she is over and over is a bad thing, but is definitely following us, but she's created some kind of smelly pit in the Green Lizard Gizzard, where zombies came from, and now she said that she was coming after you, so we wanted to come warn you.
He kind of looks at you confused, and he says, Are you talking about the Revenant?
Yes.
No, dear child, the Revenant's not coming for us. We're not the target of its vengeance.
No, but she said you shouldn't have interfered.
Of course, but we didn't cause her death. It says right in the tomes that, for lack of better term, Revenants tend to talk shit to those who interfere as an attempt to scare them off. I don't believe that we're in any real danger here. Not just that, but there's a ward around this building against undead that will last for the next 7 days, so we've got at least a week's worth of protection.
Okay.
That was some more need to know ass information.
She'll pat Rhea on the head.
You realize it's 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, honestly, it was good intentions. We were concerned that she was going to be able to attack you. We did not know that you had a ward against her, or that she literally couldn't.
Now, as soon as I realized what this creature was that was haunting your friend, I went into the archive stocks and pulled 2 scrolls of protection from undead, and myself and another acolyte, we fortified the walls, actually almost immediately after you left with your friend's sleepy body.
She did attack us with zombies. Is there anything special we need to do to those bodies to make sure that they don't come back again?
She performed necromancy?
Well, they came after us and then... Okay, I'm making a lot of assumptions here, but the smelly pit appeared, and then there were a bunch of zombies attacking us while we were trying to sleep, and then her angry voice came out of the smelly pit. So...
Oh, shit.
2 plus 2.
Yeah, she turned from a throat demon to a stinky hole demon.
Yeah, if it walks like a stinky hole demon and talks like a stinky hole demon...
Is this revenant growing more powerful?
No, that's not what I'm afraid of. Was this person who you wronged in life, Bofa, a mage?
Yes.
He kind of looks up at the top of at the ceiling of the church, and he just kind of shakes his head and says, shit. Then we have a little bit more of a problem than I thought we did. Typically a revenant, as not many spellcasters are thought to have been wronged in any way, shape, or form that they couldn't attribute to their own wrongdoing. So the revenant spirit doesn't actually kindle inside their being. But if your friend was a mage, there is a distinct possibility that when he and or she and or it clawed its way back from Avernus, potentially picked up powers of necromancy along the way, as that is the favored form of magi who become revenant. If that's the case, this thing might not stop at zombies. This thing may now, every waking second, as it doesn't need to eat, sleep, breathe, nothing, will be harnessing as much dark energy as it can to send everything it can against you, Bofa. This pit, You said this was behind the Green Lizard Gizzard, is that
It's
right?
inside of it where
In it.
the bathtub was.
In it.
Mm.
I don't know about any of that, as I unfortunately am very new in this area, but I would go speak with the proprietor of the Green Lizard Gizzard as quickly as you possibly can and find out the layout of the building and see if there was anything underneath or if this is new or what the situation might be.
He wasn't on duty. Do you know where he might be staying? Does he stay in?
Ma'am, I am a cleric of the Church of Paylor. I do not know the whereabouts of a common tavern keep, no.
Doc, I
Well-
feel like I'm about to pass out.
Yeah. Could we just crash here for tonight, since you're all like, protected against zombies?
Oh, absolutely not, no. No, I'm sorry. If your friend has a revenant hunting him, you
That's
you
why I
can't
took
stay
him out of here.
There is
Yeah.
there is a series of accords that are written into law as far as our church is concerned. Now, what I can do is I can heal you up the best as I can, and I can send you on your way, and please excuse my frankness here, but you all look like shit. You really do need to sleep.
We do.
Yeah.
Can you
It's true.
fix him?
She
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
looks at you and down at... It's like, the hell is that thing? Is that a kobold?
It is. This is. I believe we talked about it when I was here before. But yes, he is. We believe paralyzed. We're not entirely sure how, as we don't see any injuries.
Interesting.
Please
Would you mind-
fix the little hunter.
Would you mind bringing him back here for me, please, and lying him down? She kind of
She's
gestures
gonna
over to where the
limp
cot
up
was.
with him.
At this point, he stops as you go to lay him down, and his head turns very slowly and looks directly at Gray. Have you come to atone for your sins?
No. Not
Please.
today.
Please wait outside.
As the usual. They'll walk outside.
He then just changes fucking gear and goes back to business. He kneels down and he kind of looks Meepo over. Give me just a couple checks here.
She
Oh, that's
is
a nat
not
fucking
staying
20.
more than an arm's length from Meepo,
Sure.
and she's watching the priest.
So she looks over him and she says, your friend is paralyzed, but it's not through poison or normal paralysis magic. Your friend's been cursed. I am going to wager a bet and say your friend has been paralyzed through some sort of curse that this revenant hunting you, Bofa, has wrought upon him, and unfortunately his weak will, it succumbed to it very quickly. Now, this curse could be removed possibly by a higher tier of magic, but nobody in this temple currently possesses it, and I know that our magic reserves don't possess it either. I would wager to say, though, that if you manage to rid this world of your revenant, of your vengeful spirit, it may lift the curse. I unfortunately can't see the nature of it, but I can tell you this is not poison, and this is not typical paralysis magic.
Thank you. We have somewhere safe we can take him.
I can keep him here. Only him. If you wish.
Yes, please.
I will keep him locked away, though. Quietly. We will put protective magic over him so his body does not wither. We will ensure that he is tended to comfortably, as we have what is actually referred to as a petrification station. I know I did not vote on the name of it, but unfortunately when we were invaded by basilisks some time ago, it had to be a thing, and we still have the room in the back, so...
I kind of like it. It kind of rolls off the tongue nicely.
It's very nice, isn't it? I didn't vote for it. It's a little campy, a little cheesy, but it does work.
Well, we greatly appreciate it. Knowing that he's safe will help us a lot.
Okay,
Can he
that's
be kept
amazing.
here secretly? so that others don't know of the mysterious white kobold?
Well, they know that he was at the Green Lizard Gizzard. All we can ask is that they keep him secret here.
He kind of
Yeah.
eyeballs all of you.
He's
Nothing.
unique.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I was just gonna say he's unique.
You
That's
don't need to tell me anything about what I. The less I know, the less chance that I can be divined and scryed upon should something seeking him attempt to decipher and/or delve within me. With that being said, I am a devout man of the cloth of Palor. Praise be to the golden sun. Your secret is safe with me.
Thank you.
I'm going to reach into my pouch and pass him 10 gold pieces.
Okay. He takes them and he kind of looks up at you and he says, "Sister, thank you. Would you like to carry him to the station?"
She nods and picks him up again.
So
he grimaces a little.
He stands and he puts the coin in a small satchel at his side and he leads you back into the room that you came into, or into the room that he came out of, excuse me. And in there you can see there's a set of 6 beds. 3 of them are occupied with very loudly snoring clergy members. There's 2 doors that lead back towards the entrance of the building inside of this room. One of them is clearly labeled privy, and the second one has nothing on it. He opens the door to the one that has nothing on it, and inside there are 2 very, very tiny cots, but they are adorned with what appear to be some sort of like wool stuffed mattress, and they're surrounded by these. Have you ever seen a baby bunker that goes in like a crib that protects the baby from like sticking their hand through and getting it all jacked up? They're just like big puffy clouds of pillows essentially. That's what is surrounding it. So he kind of points to one. You set him in there almost like a nest. You nestle him in and his whole body just kind of bloop imprints into it. As that happens, he kind of turns to you and he places a hand on your shoulder and he begins to whisper something that you don't entirely understand. And I'm sure as you instinctually try to jerk away, you feel his grip, his nails dig into your shoulder. And there's a pulse of white light that heals you for 11 points of health, as there is a flash that ripples through your body quickly, just sizzling up. His little amulet around his hand glows. He lets go and he says, "I knew you wouldn't take it willingly, and I'm sorry to have assaulted you like that, but I know you needed it. Thank you for the donation."
She grits her teeth for a moment and then kind of dips her head and says, "Thank you. Keep him safe."
Nobody knows he's here. He's perfectly safe. Keep yourself safe. Get rid of the Revenant. It's the only thing to bring your friend back, I can guarantee it.
Thank you for everything. We're gonna go tend to the stinky hole.
Before we go,
Please stop referencing it like that.
Is there
It's
any
a hole,
way?
that stinks.
Do you have any supply of holy water here?
He kind of looks at you cockeyed. Yes, I've got plenty of holy water. Can you give me a few moments to at least get something on that is not my pajamas? It's very early and or late, depending on how you look at it. Are you looking for anything? I'll tell you what. I'll just bring all of our regular supplies. I'll meet you out in the foyer in 5 minutes.
Understood. I guess we could talk about what we're gonna do.
Doc will elbow Bofer and say thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So I'll give you guys just a few minutes here while I pull some information up.
So, are we going to rest at the Lizard Gizzard? And
We don't have anywhere else to go.
Yeah,
Guess
that's
so. They're
true.
not gonna let us
Yeah.
rest here.
We
Well,
do need
yeah.
to find the owner and let him know that there's a giant stinky hole in the tavern
I
now.
heard that. No, he didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Is there anyone else that would know anything about this town?
Or stinky holes.
Yeah, or stinky holes, I guess. But
You guys have a bard in
Bard,
your
you've
party.
been here before.
Xavier.
because I wonder if there might be like a mine underneath this town, or because I saw it was.
Would I know about any tunnels since I've been here a lot with doctoring?
Let me ask you two questions. Actually, you know what? Hang on. I will answer the question myself, so I don't have to meta.
The mines of Moria.
So Doc.
They dug too deeply.
Nothing for Doc. Nothing for Ree. Gray. Nothing for Gray.
Yeah.
Definitely nothing for she. Beaufort.
No.
Beaufort, give me a history check. 15? Okay, that's not bad. Alright, so Beaufort. As you guys are talking this through and you guys are starting to go through the regular rabble of what the fuck, what, it dawns on you. Now, mind you, you're 83 years old, okay? When you were about 33, somewhere between 30 and 35, okay? So this is about 50 years ago. You remember that word reached Bree about an uproar that happened in Middleton when the previous owner of the Green Lizard Gizzard was arrested for brewing poison for the Nightshade Poisoners Guild, which is a sub guild of the main thieves guild in Trubenshard, underneath his establishment. They arrested him. They exiled him initially. He got caught in Port Emerson doing the same shit, which is also illegal in Port Emerson, which is surprising because Port Emerson is like a slaver city. And they hung him. But you do know for a fact that at some point in time, about 50 or so years ago, he did get caught brewing poisons underneath the Green Lizard Gizzard. You don't know anything else about the raw details, but you know for a fact that that was widespread news of that long ago. Do with it what you will.
Wait a minute. I think I remember this tavern being some sort of, well, the owner about 50 something, maybe 51, 52 years ago. I think he was caught brewing poison for some guild in Port Emerson. Was it the Thieves Guild or something along those lines, I believe.
Okay, does that poison turn people into zombies?
No, it was Nightshade.
Okay.
So
How does that link to the stinky hole?
well, he brewed it under the tavern.
Hold on, Ree. Let me, please allow me. That would have been some good ass information to know.
Well, it was 50 years ago.
And it's 4:30 in the morning after you guys have traveled for 2 days with no sleep.
And I'm tired.
I know you are. Okay, so there's definitely something under there. So I guess my question is,
Underwear.
what
Sorry.
was that a long enough pause? Do you need more?
That's good.
Okay, so this is why you're my best friend, Ree. So
What? I was asking seriously. Where? Underwear.
Under the tavern. The Green
Oh,
Lizard
under the
Gizzard.
tavern. Okay. Why is everybody giggling?
you said underwear.
Favorite.
I didn't say the funny
when
thing.
you're watching this.
Okay, so I guess my question is, what made her go from being a throat demon to a stinky hole?
Stinky hole demon.
How and why? You know?
Do you have
Was it
like
because you were
really
sleeping?
bad? Do you have like really bad breath? Maybe.
Wait, no, wait. Well,
You just
maybe, but
like to speak out of any stinky hole.
it's.
Oh, look at that. The priest's coming.
All right. Thank you for giving me time to properly robe myself. You see, he enters the room and he's got this big crate an open crate, like the top of it is actually open, and there's all sorts of random shit in it. You guys can see vials, little bottles, scrolls rolled up, candles, torches, shit like that. So he sets it down and he looks through. Oh, Jerko dice are in your guys' favor tonight. He pulls out a small rack that has 9 potion vials on it, all of which are very clearly etched into the glass Pelorian holy water. They've got a cork in the top, and it literally just looks like water. You do not sell if this man is selling you snake venom or what the hell it is. But he says, all right, so I can sell you each one of these for 30 gold pieces. Don't know how many you're looking for.
Hmm.
30 per vial.
Yes.
Do you have any powdered silver and iron?
He kind of looks at you cockeyed. Are you attempting to protect yourself against evil creatures?
I don't know. It's kind of a thought. Kind of a... She's going to say a word in Orcish and search for it in common. Kind of a...
No, he responds in Orcish. He says,
Oh.
he says instinct. You're feeling an instinct and you want to act on it.
Yes.
Understood. Yes, I do. He switches back to common and he pulls a small satchel out and he sets it down and he says, this is a satchel specifically for the protection versus good and evil spell, which most of our brotherhood memorizes regularly. Let me see here. As far as the holy water, are you interested in any or?
Yes. How about we? I'll take one. Could I? How much would this silverware be worth? It's like, I found it in. I found it down in the Sunless Citadel.
Yeah. Oh, are you asking me, the DM, or are you asking this guy?
This guy is like helping with a trade.
Yeah. So you like lay the silverware down, and he says, we're not that kind of facility. I'm sorry, Bofer. I can't do anything
No worries.
with
No
this.
worries. He'll roll it back up in a cloth.
He does look at it though, and he says, "That is real silver, though. I would assume it could." He kind of looks at it again. Give me 1 second. Make a roll here. All right, the chart of party unidentified items. Bofer's silverware. He looks at it and he goes, "I'd say you could probably get at least a gold piece each out of those 13 pieces you have there."
It's good to know. But yes, I'll take one of them. Yes, please.
All right, well that's 30 gold then. He hands you. You can add a vial of holy water to your inventory, and please subtract 30 gold. All right. Yes. Now, I'm sorry. Powdered silver. Is that right?
And she's just going to continue to speak in Orcish because that's easier. Yes, how much would that be? I don't even know if it'll work, but...
All right. Well, I can sell you this satchel. Well, seeing that I'm not really concerned about the iron in it, as it's a mixture, but the silver is a little bit more pricey. I'll sell you the entire pouch, which will allow you to perform the ritual 5 times, or the incantation 5 times, for 250 pieces of silver, which I will need in silver to replenish my stock, on top of a 5 gold commission. So we'll call it 30 gold.
Doc, do you have...
I got it.
Do you have the silver and the gold?
how much was it in total again?
It was
250 silver, 5 gold.
Yep. And it will have to be accounted for in those quantities.
Oh, okay. Then no, I do not. I thought I had it, but it's only in gold.
I will summon the gold from the bag, as well as the silver.
Okay.
What is that?
Oh yeah.
It's a magic
It's a bag.
Yeah, you see her pull this little satchel out, and she just says, "Gold, 5," and literally 5 coins just bloop, 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 out into her hand.
And she looks at you guys like this.
And just wait when she says silver 250, and she just turns it upside down, and for the next minute it's like a slot machine that you hit the jackpot on.
Moradines, buttocks. What is that? That is.
That's pretty fucking cool, right?
The priest kind of laughs. He says, "Coin purse of the pocket plane. That's did you pick that up from Xavier?"
Yes, I like
Yeah.
Xavier.
I'm not very fond of him, but he does make very good magic items.
Who's Xavier?
You'll see.
Oh, you've not met Xavier from Xavier's House of Hemlock.
I was here.
He was sleeping.
He's a brilliant enchanter. A little bit quirky. Tries to get me to fall from the faith quite often, but he's a nice gentleman.
He's very kind. I can tell.
Is he logistical instead of religious?
Yes, very much so.
Understood.
That was very political.
Now, it was a very proper question, and I knew exactly what he meant.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, are you looking for anything else? He kind of starts digging through the scrolls, and he says, "Okay, I've got Cure Light Wounds, Protection from Good and Evil, Spiritual Weapon, Revivify. I have 2 of those."
How much are the Revivify scrolls?
I'm sorry?
How much would you want for a Revivify scroll?
It's rare that I meet people who can actually perform that level of magic. Give me one moment. Kind of opens the scroll up and starts kind of digging through it. He says, for each Revivify, it'd be 200 gold. No, I take that back. It will be 350, and I apologize because it does require a 300 gold piece diamond in order to craft the scroll. That is infused into the scroll. 50 is the commission to perform the magic to create the scroll. So it is 350 gold each.
I'll look over at Bofer. Are you able to do that yet?
I need to sleep first.
Well, is a well-slept Bofer able to revivify a dead companion?
That,
Dying. Dead.
I mean, I need a diamond, but
Okay.
He says, "Oh, I do have a couple of diamonds for Revivify. I don't have anything higher than that that's saved in the Raise Dead reserves, but I do have these 2 diamonds here if you're interested. They are 300 gold apiece. Sell them to you as a brother of the clergy."
I have 1 right now. It might not be a bad idea to have at least 1 more.
when were you going to tell me you got a diamond?
When you weren't sleeping,
Where'd you get the diamond?
I pick things up.
He kind of glances out of the corner of his eyes at back at both of you. Right, so we've come to a crossroads. A thief and a man of the cloth.
I wouldn't say I'm a thief.
I
Where'd
saw
you
the
get
look
the
in your
diamond?
eyes.
I'm kind of a thief.
Where'd you get it?
Did you take... He looks back down and says, "Oh, thankfully.
It's not yours.
I still have 2 in my hand. That's great, because if that
If I was that good.
was impressive, I wouldn't even be upset. I would even cut you a deal on it." I'm kidding.
How
I do
much
not.
did the powdered silver and iron weigh, by the way?
Oh, that's a very good question.
That's a good
Sorry.
question.
That is going to weigh, for 5 charges of it, it's going to weigh, we'll say 5 pounds. It's a pound each.
Okay. And just every time I cast a spell that I don't know for sure that I can cast,
Yeah, so
it just
if you...
uses a charge.
Yep, just use 1 charge, and you can just add 5 charges to your character sheet, make it a custom item, or however you want to do it. If it's got the charge thing, you do you, as long as you can track it appropriately.
Doc, here's my gold. I'm gonna give her a big sack of 130 and 3 silver.
You see the priest's eyes go wide. That, you... Wait a minute. Are you adventurers?
Yes.
I've only
Well,
ever
yes.
seen adventurers with money like that to throw around. That is impressive. Yes.
impressive enough to maybe. Well, did you have potions?
Yes. What are you looking for?
Who needs a potion?
I need a potion. I kind of gave you my last one.
You gave it to me?
It was before you almost got ran off with the horse, which is
I
the
don't
one that killed me.
I don't remember any of that.
He kind of looks at you again as he puts the scrolls back. Now remember, Bofa may be there with your fancy diamonds to bring you back from the brink of death once you've breathed your last. But who's going to be there when Bofa breathes his last and needs to be brought back?
The throat demon. Is anybody able to use one of those scrolls?
His eyes immediately shoot over to She. She may be able to figure it out.
Can I see it?
He hands the scroll over to you.
I open it and look at it.
So as you
makes any sort of sense to me.
so like as you open it, you realize that the words on the page are very strange, and then as your eyes kind of adjust and focus, you almost swear that the characters are twisting and moving to just the right places to where you're reading Orcish. And it reads out as exactly what you need to do and what you need to say in your own language. You need to trace these things in the air, you need to crush this diamond in your palm, and boom, it will bring a dead companion back to life, but you have 1 minute to bring them back upon death.
So what do you say, Rashimi St. Cloud? Can you do it?
She, completely ignoring Doc, is going to look at the priest and say in Orcish, "What the fuck is this?"
She replies in Orcish. He replies in Orcish, and he kind of smiles. Magic.
Doc crosses something off of the list.
We'll get one. Don't worry. You got it, Doc. I believe.
Well,
If you can, sorry,
Diamond.
I'm sorry, what was the... Say that again, Kat?
How much was this scroll and matching diamond?
No, my dear. The diamond is infused into
Right.
the scroll.
So it's just the scroll.
It's just the scroll.
And it was 350.
Yes, it's
I
350.
don't know how this shit works.
That's all right. I am here to guide you closer and closer to the almighty light of our sun god Palor. All you need to do is listen, and the answers will be brought before you.
Well, I'm sold. We'll take one.
Fantastic. 350 gold, and here you are. And he doesn't look at
Sitting on
anybody
that.
else. He grabs the scroll and turns and hands it straight to She.
Yep.
the most expensive item in the game right now.
And he kind of looks
She
around.
looks very concerned, but she takes it and very, very carefully tucks it into an easily accessible pouch.
And you can add a scroll of Revivify to your inventory. The
Doc.
priest at this point, he kind of leans in and he says, should you ever find yourself in a situation that you are not prepared to perform that level of magic, I hate to say it, but your friend who's fallen from grace may also be able to use it. Maybe it will help him find the path back to light eventually.
And Doc will kind of lean in and say, and if you decide that you want to leave again, make sure you leave that with him. And then lean back.
His eyes go wide. I don't think I was supposed to be a part of that bit of the conversation. Yes, I do have healing potions. Is that what you're asking for?
Yes, if Bofer needs one, I think I still have one.
I have lots of potions. What potions do you need? I have potions of climbing. I've got potions of healing, greater healing, potions of heroism, potions of I have a potion of I have a couple potions of resistance. Potion of speed. I have a potion. I have actually one superior healing potion. Potion of vitality. Potion of water breathing. What is it that you require?
Well, healing was what I was thinking.
Just standard healing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How much cushion room do we have on our funds right now, Doc?
some.
I'm just asking because we spent a lot of money on that scroll.
On a note, just FYI, I did ask it if whoever's controlling money that we do keep that as an open thing to the party.
No, I know, I have it.
Oh,
It's
I
more
thought
she
you were
did-
being coy and like I'm not telling you because I was
No,
like,
no, no,
no,
no.
that's not what we discussed.
She just doesn't want to. As we're bargaining, she's not going to say I have 393 gold, which is how much we have.
Okay.
Scrolls are negligible for weight.
Yes.
Can I actually use that scroll?
Anybody can use any scroll in the game, but there is a chance that you fuck it up.
Okay, that's fair. I just knew that they were cleric paladin spells, and I was not sure in 5e.
Oh shit! Is that our?
Nope, I
I was
said
about
it
to, I was
wrong.
about to be
God.
like, goddamn.
I did not approve that. I did not approve that.
I caught it. I was like, whoops, that would be nice, but that's the
Time
other
to buy a
party.
boat.
We're settling
I
down.
would like a few more scrolls.
Revenants can't swim, bitch.
No, but they can fucking fly.
Wait, what?
Oh, wait, did I say that out loud?
Yeah.
Actually, so I do have a potion. I'd like to have the. What were you calling him? She'll look over at the priest, the guy that you sent outside.
Oh, you mean the one who's fallen from grace?
Yes. If he's gonna be sticking with us, we'll probably need to buy a potion to make sure he has one.
All right, so what potion would you like?
Just a healing.
Oh, just a standard healing? Yes, I can do that for 50 gold.
50's not bad. Everybody okay with that?
I'll allow it.
Actually, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll charge you 40 for it since you've been purchasing a lot from me, and when our high priest returns from his pilgrimage to Helmcar, he will be very happy with the donations I've taken in. So, 40 gold it is.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, are we going to Helmcar after this?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We're gonna
Wait.
stop at Hobbleton, but now that now that
We're going
Meepo's
to
gonna stay
Helmcar?
here. Yep.
Was that a secret? Was that supposed to be a secret?
No, it wasn't supposed to be a secret. He was just sleeping.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, we're going to Helmcar maybe.
I don't know if Helmcar's the best idea.
Helmcar is the best idea because that's where the priest that can help you is.
Oh,
So unless you want
no.
your girlfriend to continue to talk out of your throat, we should probably go to Helmcar.
She is not. Never mind.
The priest kind of looks at you
100%.
cockeyed, and he says, "What do you mean Helmcar is the place that the priest can help him?"
Isn't that what we discussed? There was a priest up there that we should talk to about the Revenant?
Well, no, not about the Revenant, if you are looking for the ritual to summon the Revenant, but if you know where the Revenant is, go to the
I guess
Revenant.
that's true. If it's down, if she's actually, so I guess let me ask you this, because this was before we knew she was in a stinky hole. If her voice was coming from somewhere other than Beaufort, I guess, should we pursue that and perhaps she has decided to become available there? Or could it be a trick?
I think that she has been available this entire time, but I believe that her motive, as she, according to your information, feels that she was wronged in life by Beaufort through death. She wants Beaufort dead, and she's not going to rest until she gets it. And I believe that what she's been doing, at least for the amount of time she's been harassing you and Beaufort, is, quite frankly, wearing you down so that it becomes easier to kill Beaufort. Once Beaufort's dead, she will have gotten what she wants, and if, again, I cannot guarantee she's a Revenant. I say if, specifically and legally protecting on my end, she is a Revenant, she should dissipate once her vengeance has been reaped.
So I guess my question is can they throw their voices? Because when she was communicating with us before, it was through Beaufort,
Yes,
but
and
now
that
it's
is
through
an
a
act of
stinky hole.
possession. That was through an act of possession. They can also manifest their voice through any other act of possession that they want to perform.
So sorry, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So yes, was there something else in the hole that she could have possessed to then communicate with you through?
So if she possesses something, is that manifesting or is manifesting something else?
Manifestation is the physical representation of the creature or being springing into existence. She manifested her presence through Beaufort, which was an act of possession. My point here is that if she is possessing somebody, her spirit is there. She is there. She wishes not to be seen, which is why I think when she was messing with you, assuming that's what she was doing so to wear you down, or to wear him down. Because a worn down, tired, exhausted, wounded target is one easier to reap true vengeance on.
She Doc will reach into the coin purse and pull out a gold and hand it over and say, "Your information has truly been invaluable, and we appreciate everything you've done."
He looks down at it. He doesn't put it in the satchel he's been putting all your guys' donations in. He slips it in a separate side sack, which is very, very light. And he kind of nods and he says, "I only do what I've been called to do."
Thank you.
And as for that drink you gave me earlier, is there any way you could tell me how to make it?
I cannot sell you the recipe, my dear boy, until you've been cured of your possession, of your spirit. But once that's done, and the reason I say that is because I fear if I do so, this creature could read into your mind, considering she obviously is manifesting magical capability, and pull that information out and use it against you, your friends, or us. I would not want that to be the case. So yes, I will teach it to you, and in order to do so, I will need to be sure that you're ridden of your spectral presence.
I understand. Will this potion that you gave me last for the rest of my sleep?
It will not. However, I happen to have one more dose as the batches are made in two. I will give you this one as a courtesy, as I do wish your success, brother of Moradin. I do not wish your failure.
May I, or how much is this?
No. This one is on me. And he hands it to you. He gives you the vial.
Thank you.
You can just add vial of sleeping elixir. Don't even add it. If you're going to drink it for this rest, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
All right.
This
Could you
is all
teach
I
another?
I'm sorry, what was it?
Could you teach another how to make it so he does not have
No, I think the point is he doesn't want him deep sleeping while he's still possessed.
Yeah, so he looks over and he says, he kind of nods, he says, that's half correct. My issue is with this creature, this spirit, hunting you and taking possession of you, and being around you as a whole, as a collective, as a group. I fear that she may manipulate your minds and extract information. And while I don't know if that's actually the case, if she does so and finds this newly found recipe inside of it, decides to brew a, I don't know, town's worth of healing draughts to then poison a common well and put half of our people to sleep, save for the elves, which actually, now that I say it out loud, the elves would be impacted because it's only magical sleep they're immune to, not poisonous sleep. It would be catastrophic, and I would have many people to answer to in the hierarchy of my chain of command.
We don't want to cause
Is
you any
there a
more
way
trouble.
to protect ourselves from this thing's touch?
No, but I will say this. She is solely focused on one of you. Bofa. That's it. She wants him dead. For whatever reason she wants him dead. She wants her vengeance on him. And she will not rest for 1 year from the day she came back until she gets what she wants. Keep it in mind.
The ranger is going to turn her gaze without turning her head and look at Beaufort, and there's a distinctly calculating look on her face that she does not bother to hide.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 17 insight. He looks, he puts a finger out at you and points. He says, no. She has to do it, not you. But I do like where you were going. That was very wise of you.
Alright.
I definitely understood. I definitely got that too, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, easy.
Well, we appreciate everything that you've done for us. We will let you get back to hopefully resting for at least a short period of time
Oh
until you
no,
start
it's
to-
5 in the morning. I suppose I should probably start morning prayer preparations. Thank you for your donations. Good luck to you, and seek me out when you're ready for your recipe, or if you need anything else. I will
Thank you.
have an acolyte watching your friend, and until then, mum's the word.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To the green lizard gets it again.
Thank
Here.
you.
She's
Hadn't
gonna
met-
say in Orcish quietly, "Thank you, and thank you for keeping him safe."
And he grabs the crate, turns around, and you hear him whisper in Orcish, "Be well, Hunter." All right, so as you guys step outside, you see Gray leaning up against the wall. What are you doing, Gray?
He's probably taken like a handful of like the crumpets and stuff from the tavern, just munching on them.
Yeah, and the wind has died down a little bit. It's not that bad. Morning is picking up. You guys, as you're coming out, the sun is just starting to creep up above the horizon. So what do you guys do? You guys step out, and Gray is there.
I
Hi,
would
Gray.
start heading. Okay, so I'd come out, I'd look at him and say, "We need to go back to the tavern," and then wait for him to start walking.
We barricade
Right,
ourselves
so-
in there.
I'm guessing I'm gonna get the explanation at the tavern as to why we walked here, and now we're walking back.
Well, it's your fault you got kicked out of the church. I didn't get you kicked out of the church. You got kicked out of the church.
Yeah, they didn't want us to sleep in there.
I expected the kicking out.
I mean, you
Well, I
could
guess I
always
expected
walk in
zombies, considering that was what I was told.
You could always walk in
So-
a different direction, but the next time the zombies come, we will be sticking together, and you will be wherever you fall.
Here's the explanation, and she'll hand over the potion. If you are near us and one of us goes down, I expect you to use it.
I'll take it and say no promises. But probably.
I'm gonna switch to Orcish.
I can see
Go
why
ahead.
he fell.
Your survival rates, Bard. And she's just gonna kind of trail off for a moment. I would highly recommend using it if an issue arises.
I intend to.
Just
Oh, by the
remember,
way-
those who are going to survive.
Oh, by the way, the language of 3-foot people doesn't look as weird, like, on us. Like, we're talking Urkish. It's not as weird as a 7-foot tall cat person talking the language of like 3-4 foot tall gnomes.
I know, right? In Orcish, she's gonna full expressive. I know, right? It's fucking weird.
Also, judging how things have gone, he's gonna say this in common. If I go down, it'll probably be your fault, judging how things have gone so far.
Me?
No, he's just gonna point at all of you.
She's
I mean,
gonna stay
you've
in
already
Orcish.
went down before.
And I brought you back up.
In more ways than one.
She's gonna
So
stay in
fair.
Orcish and say, I highly recommend staying in back, and if they're walking ahead, let them trip everything in front of you. They don't always watch where they're going.
Noted. Will be remembered.
Doc is trying to stay behind. If at all possible, without being completely awkward, she's trying to stay behind Gray.
Okay. All right. It only takes you guys a couple minutes to get back to the tavern. It's not a difficult task by any means. You guys walk back in, and as you walk in, you see the guy who is the overnight watchman standing at the table, and behind the main desk, and he kind of looks over to you and he kind of nods. You guys realize the stains have all been mopped up from the floor, and he says, "Well, I suppose everything went well. Didn't hear the fire brigade, so I assume your church is in good standing."
The church was
Not burned
still
down yet.
standing.
He was sleeping.
Very well. Look, I'm not going to be able to do anything about the hole in the floor, but I did want to say thank you about the corpses and for your heroism as far as defeating them. I've had some time to reflect, and while I may lose my job, I am still alive, and that's something that the people, the creatures you slew can't say for themselves. So thank you.
Fucking right. You're welcome.
This
Kind of looks
this
down
evil,
at you.
this
She's-
evil is.
she's-
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say she's full of fury. To our advantage.
Oh, that's very good. Hopefully no evil wizard somewhere along the line mind controls her and sends her into a frenzy, huh?
That's some foreshadowing, so jeez.
No, just kidding.
You got something stuck in your throat? Are you good?
Sorry.
You got a throat demon in there?
Throat demon. Sting cold demon.
These
what's
undead have been vanquished, but there's still more to take care of. And I will try. We will try our best to take care of whatever is going on in this below this tavern.
Thank you. I mean that honestly. Is there anything that you can do as a group to help me convince my boss when he comes in about 15 minutes that I am capable of keeping my job? Because
Yeah.
You're the one
There was-
employing us.
So no. So
He kind of like his eyes go wide and he goes, "What?
What
What
about
I don't
your
have that kind of
history
money."
lesson, Bofer? What about your history lesson?
Well, I mean, we could basically say he's the reason why we're here, and we
No.
are taking care of what's going down below, and he won't lose his job that way.
Was it him? Was it actually him, or was it someone else? How about we don't comment on who did it. We just comment on the fact that it's there, and we want to address it.
My money's on the goblin. She most likely.
That's fine.
If we're
with me,
blaming
but
anyone, it'd be the goblin.
I must go and pass out
Yeah.
because I will.
Doc actually, at that point, will start to help Bofer walk to the room. She'll
Okay,
assist
okay.
him.
Yeah, and as you guys go back there, as you guys begin to walk back there to get Bofer into bed, you realize that like there are small tables set up in the hallway that are burning some sort of oil with rose petals in them, and it has masked most of the scent of rot. Not all of it, but a good chunk of it.
Okay.
Oh, it smells like roses and rotten here.
He kind of looks over at you and he just goes, I tried, okay?
You
I
did
tried.
great.
You did great, buddy.
Doc will come back out and you honestly, you did great. We're all gonna go to bed for a little bit. We need to rest so that we can be useful and take care of this issue. If your boss needs to speak with us, just let him know that we will come speak with him regardless when we wake up.
And it's about that time that the door opens up, and this is not the boss that you guys remembered from last night. Not the owner. This is actually the guy who is like was the butcher in the back, and he kind of like looks. He kind of looks around, and he sniffs the air, and he goes, "Oh, what the fuck? Hey, are the sailors back in town? Why are you burning the rose essence?" And he kind of looks wide-eyed at you guys, and then back at him.
Zombie attack.
Oh, fuck!
Hi.
Oh, fuck! And he just puts his head down in his hands.
I imagine
The
like
guy-
where he kind of like would blurt out just like that. Zombie attack.
And he looks over and he goes, "What the fuck are you talking about? I just left you to take a bath for yourself."
Right, so about the bath. Apparently, there apparently underneath the bath was a secret passage to some underground space.
What the fuck? He points over at Gray and he says, "I left him and the half-orc, the half-breed lady to fuck in the bathtub and they broke my fucking floor?"
Doc is gonna stop for a second.
Is that what happened?
He looks
And
at
look
he looks
over
both
at Gray.
Yeah, he looks back at both of you and he just goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? You didn't know that they were a thing? Yeah, they asked me to leave. They paid me to fucking leave for the evening. And I show back up for my morning shift, and you're telling me that they busted a fucking hole in my basement?
Doc looks at Gray and then looks over at Chi, and she says,
What can you
Kiroshi
say? God,
Dubru, you son of a gun.
His eyes kind of
what
go
can
wide,
we
and he
say?
goes,
It got a little,
to be fair, that
it
half-breed
got a
was pretty
little
fucking
much.
big.
Doc waits to see if Kiroshi Dubru settled or not.
What can we say? It got a little exciting. Talk to the Tabaxi about paying for the repairs.
I hate to say this out loud, but make a deception check with advantage.
Doc circles something on a list.
You fucking guys buttered the bread before you laid that one on him.
Fuck, I don't want to make this roll. I don't know if I want to succeed. Deception is not my strength. I don't necessarily want to. Oh fuck, that's a roll.
Lucky you, I rolled a 14. So he kind of looks at you. He looks at you through the cloth that's kind of torn. And he kind of like looks over at Gray. And he leans and he says, "Are you alright, lad? You need me to call the priests? Are your hips busted? Did she give you that good?
Doc looks increasingly uncomfortable.
Reed looking increasingly more jealous.
Snoo. And then he looks over at Doc and he kind of nods and he says, "Right, as long as you're gonna pay me for the repairs, you paid me to leave. You pay for the repairs. I don't care how you do it.
Well,
So let's go have a look at this hole in my ground, eh?"
you might want to pinch your nose before you step back there.
What? He's just burning the rose essence. It's probably because of all the hot, sexy stank that was going on here last night. Oh, what the fuck?
Also, she's gonna lean in and say quietly to the server, try vinegar, or well, vinegar usually works to remove the sense of rot. Just leave it out, and the
I see the owner's
will
back.
go away.
He kind of, his eyes go wide, and he goes, I don't have any vinegar. How about rice wine? Well, I'll try it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Doc says, so here's the plan. As you can
As
clearly
he starts to pull tables and the fucking the partition off, and he's just as he gets the last thing off, and this dude's strong as shit. He gets the last piece off after 20 seconds of heaving and hoeing. There's this warm waft of hot rot that comes up and out of the hole, and he just holy shit! And he turns around and literally just throws up splatter like old soup all over the fucking floor. And he's like, "Oh fuck my porridge, I guess." Oh.
Right. So could our payment possibly be to get rid of that stench, and then we go from there?
What the fuck is that?
We're gonna find out, but we need to rest first. That's why we had it all covered up.
Yeah, we're gonna take care of that in the
you,
morning.
Ree the rat catcher.
Fallen ones, what can I say?
He kind of on his hands and knees, he crawls away from the hole, and he just through his own puke, and he's just like, all right, cover it the fuck back up. Go to get your rest. Do whatever the fuck you have to do. I don't care. I don't want to know. You're gonna pay for the repairs. Just fucking fix it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So we're
right.
gonna
I'll
check
look
back
over at
outside
Gray.
back.
Alright, I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'll look over at Gray
Hold
and
on,
say,
hold on. What did Gray say?
I also wouldn't check out back.
You say that to this guy?
Yeah.
His eyes
Gray,
kind of
got in trouble.
look up, and he's just got this dribble of old porridge coming out of his mouth, and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck's out back? What the fuck's out back?
Zombie
That's
carcasses.
fun.
The fucking AI here, fucking you!" And he
Don't.
switches
Ree,
to
don't
dwarf.
tell him.
He switches to
Oh,
dwarven,
sorry.
and
Very good.
Bofer, you just hear this him cursing in dwarf, just the worst. You motherfucking, what the fuck is this shit in the name of Morty? You stupid cocksucker! This, I mean, just the worst. This man's not even a dwarf; he's a human, but it's coming.
Mordine
It's
doesn't
flying.
appreciate that language.
Hey,
Fix
you don't
it!
have to
I'm
be.
gonna
You
chime
don't,
in
you don't
in-
have to be so rude about it.
I'm gonna chime in perfect Dwarven. When
What's
he
your
says Morty
problem?
doesn't appreciate it, I'm gonna say, but I sure do.
In dwarven, he says, "Fucking fix it!"
okay,
Oi,
stop making him angrier. I don't know what
too
you're doing,
early
but
for
stop
this.
it.
Fix it! For fuck's sake, fix it, or I'm calling the town fucking militia.
We're going to. We have
We're
to.
going.
Did you say
we
that
need
in?
to sleep.
He switched to common for that.
We're going to fix it. We need to rest. Everybody else, shut up.
Fine.
Go to
fine,
bed.
Fine.
I'll cover the hole. I'll help you cover the hole, buddy.
Let's
Don't
cover
worry,
the
I got you.
hole. Go to bed.
He,
You'll have fun.
I'm gonna take off my armor and weapons, place them in the little thing below the bed, pop the cork on the blue potion, and swallow it.
and within seconds, you pop it, and literally within seconds, your whole body, you feel it go numb as this euphoria washes over you, and you take a deep breath, and you slip into a very deep comatose level sleep.
Doc wants to go to Gray's room really quick first.
Oh god, round 2. Okay.
Excuse me, I thought he was mine now.
Hey, he's getting shared.
All right, settle down, ladies. He's fallen. Okay.
Ree will somberly go into the room with me.
Poor Ree.
Hey, and I didn't take a bath. I stink.
So Doc, she'll be like right in the doorway. I can't really put her like in the middle, but she'll be standing right in the doorway, without entering the room. And she'll say, "How much do you know?"
It's been a long, both day and night. If you're gonna be cryptic, just don't.
You delivered a letter. Did you read it or not?
It was sealed, wasn't it?
Doesn't mean anything.
I don't have any sealing. I have a sword, some armor, and a drum.
And a potion.
And now a potion.
Pretty fair point.
Okay. I'm doing my part, and I don't know what kind of company you typically keep, but we tend to keep ours alive. So take that as you will.
Judging by the amount of dead, I sincerely doubt that.
I guess you'll have to find out.
Maybe another time.
She goes like this. And then walks
He'll
away.
do like same thing when you like heal them. He's just gonna go, yeah, go.
All right. So everybody's going to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I guess I'll take Meepo's bed.
for the sake
Oh, I was just about to say that I get a private room.
for the sake of brevity, everybody's going to go to sleep now that it is 5:15 in the morning. On Saturday, the 7th of Mugem. You awake at about 1:30 in the afternoon on the same day, Saturday, the 7th of Mugem. Feeling very well rested. Those of you who have leveled officially gain your level. So your spells, you get up, you do your prayer, you guys go about your business. It's about 2:15 in the afternoon by the time you're fully prepared, fully armor donned. Your armor and weapons are oiled and sharpened, and or weighted if you have a blunt weapon. Your prayers are done, and that's that. And also anybody who has leveled to level 5, well, actually, I take that back because it's rounded down. Everybody regains 2 hit dice. For the sake of short rests, and that is that. So
I'll roll it in here.
no. You don't get free hit dice. You
Oh,
gain
regaining
2
them.
back. Now during a long rest, if you need to regain hit dice, yes,
yeah.
roll them.
Okay.
If you roll 2, you immediately get them back. So if anybody is down hit points, I would suggest roll your 2 hit dice for free, and add your con modifier.
I'm back to full.
Okay.
Same.
Okay. So I'll just.
Oh wait, no, I shouldn't be back to full.
Both
At 47.
And just do me a favor and change them on your tokens for me.
Oh, I just regained 17. That was the best goddamn sleep I've had in such a long time.
Yeah, and you guys, when you wake up, you feel stiff. Like, you are like, whoa, what? Okay, seriously, it's only been like 10... It's been less than 10 days you guys have known each other, and it has been the weirdest 10 days of your miserable little existences. Except maybe not for Beaufort. He's been around for like 80-something years. But everybody else here is like under 30. So...
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
terrible.
Doc likes it a little bit.
By the way, are
Oh,
the
I am.
temporary hit points gone?
Temporary hit points are gone, yes. Everybody's temporary hit points are gone.
Okay.
I'm loving
And-
level
Yep.
5.
For the record, I did take the inspiration off because I never used it.
No D6 for you.
I love the fact, by the way, that I literally just clicked on everybody who had temporary hit points, and as I was getting ready to change it myself, saw it change to 0. I seriously appreciate the shit out of that.
I'm loving cantrips right now.
I'm loving not having spells for once. This is the first time ever.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm loving being at full hit points for I think the first time since this campaign goddamn started.
Yeah, we still got 40 minutes left. Give me a little bit.
I don't care.
Enjoy it. It's like when the
my
laundry's
15
done
seconds.
for 5 seconds.
I'm not even at full hit points right now.
Sucks to be you. I've got them.
All right.
Yeah,
so
as the more and more I get hit points, I think the more difficult it will be to actually
It
max
will.
out.
Well, that is until your priest starts doing really crazy priesty shit.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. So, you guys awake. We will say, I'm going to move you for, again, the sake of brevity, all to the common room where you have now gotten up. Again, it's like 2:15, 2:30 in the afternoon, and you guys are all having breakfast. I'm actually guessing Rhea's over sitting next to Gray.
No, Ree's over here.
Oh, mad about the night before. Just assuming that Doc spent the night with him.
Doc would
Yeah.
totally sit by Ree.
All right.
I stand because I'm a fucking excellent hunter.
Oh shit.
Ree just kind
That
of
was
like
hilarious.
just like eating her meal, just not even looking around. Like
Ree.
what?
Ree, why won't you look at me?
No reason. I'm tired.
Is it because of that new guy?
What about the new guy?
You can have the new guy.
What?
I don't want that guy.
You went into his room last night.
I went into his room to give him one of these. Not in the good way.
Oh.
Let's go. Give it to you.
All right.
Okay.
Fine. Fine. You sit with me.
Okay.
Fine.
I don't like it when you're mad at me.
So
I'm not really mad at you.
One hell of a day.
so the guy who sorry, what, Candace?
I can't get her to turn. I was trying to get her to turn, but I can't access the stupid square. It's alright. I was trying to get her to turn.
If you hold E and then scroll, you kind of like do a crazy
Thank you.
spin.
Yeah, turns
That's
it in
cool.
like quarters. Okay, or not quarters, eighths. Okay, so the owner, the barkeep, comes out and now he kind of looks around at the lot of you who are sitting here and having breakfast. He brings you literally like full plates of biscuits with fresh sausage gravy, like thick white sausage gravy, plates of eggs just set out, pitchers of warm milk, but it's very, very, very fresh. Like you've got maybe 30 minutes to drink it before it's bad, and then water to go with it. He fills up all of your water skins with fresh water, and he says, right, now, I'm just going to say this one time, because it's, I don't know, about mid-fucking afternoon, so you were obviously really tired when I found you last night. That you're gonna go down into that stinking fucking cesspool of a hole, and the two other patrons look over. What? And he says, oh, fuck me sideways. There's nothing to worry about, folks. The tavern's just had a little rat problem, and these fine folks are gonna go take care of it. The guy kind of looks at her and says, I don't know if we should be... just enjoy your breakfast, it's on us, alright? It's like, it's high noon. We don't have breakfast, we have sandwiches. Huh. Alright. Fuck me, I guess. They both get up and walk out of the tavern. He kind of looks back to you. Alright, we got a serious fucking problem here, you understand? There's a big fucking hole over there. There's zombie corpses in the back, which the militia are already fucking asking about. Thank goodness you made friends with the clerics of Paylor over at the fucking temple, because they came and cleaned the bodies up and are performing some sort of burial rites on them. You need to get your fucking asses down into that hole, figure out where that smell's coming from, get it the fuck out of here, and close that hole. Remember, you're paying for the repairs.
With the biscuit in his mouth, Bofer's like, all right, let's go. Stand up.
Hey, we're mentioned to ask you about like cave systems or something.
He kind of looks down at you. Cave system? What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Do you know about any kind of tunnels or anything underneath that might? Because this leads to somewhere that pre-existed.
Looks at you and says, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Do you know who owned this? Can I do an insight check on him?
Absolutely, you can.
That's a 10.
I rolled a nat 1. He is absolutely 100% lying through his fucking teeth. You can see he immediately starts to sweat when the cave system thing's brought up, and then you say the owner, and he starts to kind of look around the room. He starts looking to the left as he's answering you, which tells you that he's fucking lying through his teeth.
Oh, okay. I guess there's no caves. Come on, guys. Let's go. We're gonna go look for other stinky holes that we can clear out. And she starts to stand up.
And he kind of nods and he goes, that's right. No, wait, fuck me. Sit the fuck down and shut up.
Can you please show us the entrance?
She sits and does this.
He kind of like leans forward and he says, you found the fucking entrance, mate. You busted a hole through it while I was trying to sleep with the missus last night.
We didn't. The undead did.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But you're the only ones left alive here, which tells me that they were fucking coming for you. There's no reason for zombies to be here. That place was sealed up 55 fucking years ago, mate. Right?
Were there people down there?
There was one. But he was working for some sort of thieves guild, something like that.
So I was 27. That makes sense.
He
So I'm
kind of
thinking-
glances over at you and he goes, fucking dwarves.
Well, maybe our payment is that we don't tell anybody about it.
Maybe you'll... Make a persuasion check.
Oh, come on! And that one, it was almost a 19.
Maybe your payment is I don't alert the town militia. When you do fix the hole, this is your problem. You fix it. Here's what I know. Yes, the prior owner got himself into some trouble. Alright? He was working for a thieves guild. Something of the sort. Goes down into the tunnels. Builds it out, actually. It was supposed to be a sub-basement. That didn't work out for him. Starts brewing nightshade poisons. Gets caught. Gets exiled. Goes to Port Emerson. Gets caught again like a fucking twit. Gets hung. Now he's dead. I patched the hole up. Actually, I don't patch the hole up. My granddad patches the hole up. Nobody ever talks about it again. Don't need to. No reason. Town guard already cleared everything out, so they say. Apparently fucking not, because there's zombies coming up through it.
Did your grandfather ever talk about the way down?
Kind of looks at you. Give me one sec. Says, yeah. And it's about where you thought it was. There used to be a hatch door there. There's, vines that were built in, knotted, along the ceiling of the underfloor and down into the wall leading down. It'll get you down there if you need to go.
Final question, or maybe another question. I don't know if Bofer has more, but when we looked down there, we could see one room. Does it go farther out?
To be honest with you, sweetheart, I was 2 years old when that thing was discovered, so I'm not entirely sure.
You can call me Doc. Sweetheart was my mother.
I'd have loved to have met your mother.
Alright, we need to get our butts down there and get this figured out.
Yeah.
I finish my gravy first.
Yeah, I'll finish my food. And
I would like, and I don't need to actually like RP through this because I don't want to take more time. She is going to. I would like she to take her food over to the temple to give it to the priest that she is very grateful to for protecting the little hunter, and she is going to eat a ration instead.
Okay, go ahead and subtract a ration. Also gain 1 inspiration die for your character sheet, which will have to be used during this session. Just so you guys know, the inspiration dice do reset each session. So yeah, you gain an inspiration die from that. You bring it over there. You kind of set it down on the altar, and the priest is he's kind of going about his stuff, and he's only a novice. He's not, anybody really high up. But he kind of sees you set it down, you go to leave, and as you glance back over your shoulder, he's already approached it, and he's called a novice over, and they're sharing the biscuits and gravy.
And she would have left without saying anything. She's going to come back without saying anything. So.
Okay.
Doc, is my ward still holding up on your chest, on your leather?
Yes.
That was just to make sure, like she was still aware she has it.
I was gonna say, don't you? I'm pretty sure you have to renew that every single day.
Yes, which I will constantly renew it.
Okay, understood.
When Doc sees she come back, she checks her. She makes it a point to check her pockets while she's making eye contact.
Says the thief to the ranger.
It's true.
All right, so
she does it pointedly. She does it pointedly. Oh, oh, okay.
She gives a husky grin. And you know what? She throws because she's negative charisma and has no idea how the fuck to act, she throws a god-awful wink towards Gray.
Hey. Oh.
This just became a harem.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been there. We just didn't realize it.
Bree scowls a bit.
It's very obvious. It's very obviously not sincere in any way, shape, or form. She has no acting skills at all.
All right. Well, after seeing a half-orc wink, I think we should probably go down. I don't see that.
Scariest thing I've seen all day.
Natural intimidation, baby.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys, your intention is to go down into what you have colloquially been calling it the stinky hole.
Stink hole.
Stink hole.
Oh yeah.
All right. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
I hate it so much. I hate all of this.
So you remove everything from the hole, and as you begin to investigate a little bit more, you do see that there are underneath, as you kind of peek your head down and look around, a set of what at one point was an old hemp rope attached to the underneath of the floorboards that runs about 5 feet in and then drops down immediately, going down the 30 feet towards the bottom of the room. Looks like it's still probably climbable, but anybody moving down, give me an athletics check, please.
This is not my rope from yesterday,
No,
right?
no, this is a built-in rope ladder from somebody prior.
All right, Ree
I
will.
thought my rope rotted.
Yeah, Ree will take the first attempt here.
Now remember, hold on and keep moving. We don't need a repeat of last time.
Yeah. That's fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
All right, athletics, you say?
Yes, athletics check, everybody, please.
I'm going last.
Is it with advantage?
It is not with advantage. This is.
I did not mean to do that with
50-plus-year-old rope.
advantage. I don't know why.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
He'll take your first.
I'll take your lowest. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, a 20 is still pretty fucking excellent. Nat 20
That's
on
good,
Candace, 20. Lucy, not great. 14. Okay, so everybody did okay. Except for Lucy. So, as you guys begin to climb down, Ree goes first, no problem. You grab onto it, and you literally skitter along the ceiling about 5 feet before you hit the point where it will actually drop down to the wall, and then it's an easy climb down. You make it, no problem. Doc, same thing. You reach underneath, you feel like a spider, it's crazy, you go down, and boom, it feels great. Gray, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okie doke.
Uh-oh.
Natural 20.
Nat 20. So you're going to take half damage, which is 5 points of falling damage, as you go to grab onto the rope, and as you do so, your body weight just kind of carries you with, and your sickly, frail kind of like not a great you're not a great physical person. You literally just let go, and you just start to fall. But as you fall, you're just like, okay, this is how it ends. And you hit the ground, but you hit the ground on your back, bounce up very gently, turn over, and you kind of do a weird half push-up, and you only take the 5 points of damage. Also,
Doc?
on this screen, I apologize, Candace. On this screen, if you guys wouldn't mind for me, real quick, just updating your stats for me. I know that hit points have changed, so if you could just alter those.
Yeah, I changed mine. But Doc would have. She would have been like not trying to catch him because she doesn't want to get hurt, but she would try to help him up.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, spooky sounds.
Yeah, sorry, I had to actually turn something on, so it was just my voice. God, when I'm silent, it really sounds creepy, doesn't it?
The creepiness.
All right. So you guys all successfully reach the bottom. Kat, you have no problem. Beaufort, you have no problem whatsoever. You just sling your weapons, climb on down. The only real failure was Gray. God, it always sounds so bad when I say it like that. The only real failure is the fallen ASMR. I'm so dickish.
I mean,
In a way, you're right.
I mean, I'm not wrong, but fuck. Okay, so you guys enter this room. As you do so, you realize that around you is what you see is what you get. That will always be the mantra of my dungeons or my game, right? Any mission you go on, what you see is what you get. So underneath you, the only thing that you don't see what you get here is there is a partially broken tub, and underneath it is the corpse of what was once a zombie. That zombie has ceased moving. The room interior is 30 feet tall, as this is where you were. The bottom underneath you is like a damp soil that's been kind of beaten down, but then mossed over through the years of misuse. It is extremely damp down here, like very, very, very heavy level of humidity down here. Over here, you see a wooden table that has been cracked in half, and there's some possibly documents of some sort, or paper, or notes, scraps of parchment that have been sitting there for ages. Right here, there's a chair that has been busted to pieces and is currently rotting into the floor. And then over here, there are some old hemp sacks that are also rotting away. Over on the right-hand side here, there is a single wooden door, which is currently closed. Does anybody here not have dark vision?
I'm pretty sure it's a requirement to be in this group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck me. I
Yeah,
guess
we're
everybody
not
has
one
dark
of
vision.
those parties.
You see
One of
everything in
us.
black and white. What do you
Both
guys
will
do?
pull out a candle.
I want to look around. I'm assuming there aren't traps, but I want to look around first, just to be safe. I want to make sure that we're not going to step onto any pressure plates, or I'm looking for traps right now before.
Okay, I'm sorry. Beaufort said you pulled out a candle. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, what candle do you pull out?
The green one.
Oh, okay.
You pull out the undead candle in the stinky hole.
I mean, I see those documents over there. Maybe there's something over there we can see.
Well, let me check the floor first and surrounding
you go.
area.
All right, so Beaufort pulls the candle out. There's a little 5-foot radius around you guys that lights back up. You can start to actually see color now. Everything is very gray. The floor is black with this weird black and green mold mixture and fungi mixture that has kind of grown over it.
I guess Rhea will take out her magic, her booyah torch.
That was the same thing, but a torch, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
So you take the torch out, and then there's a 30-foot radius around. Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on. It is not 30. It is a 20-foot radius. Ooh, settle down, Kevin.
Reese is bigger.
hey, it's not size that
All right,
matters.
there you go. So
How brightly it burns.
that. God
You
damn
gotta,
it.
you gotta do with what you have.
All right, now I would like to make sure there are not any traps in this room before we move forward.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
17.
As you begin to look around the room, it does not appear that anything down here is trapped by conventional means.
Don't like how you said that. All right. Okay. I I guess head over toward the table where where the documents are.
Okay. Yep. There's the table down here. Again, what you see is what you get. You can zoom in. There's a chair, a table, and then there are like 3 or 4 sacks down in this corner that are kind of all open and rotted. Everything is very rotten here. It's very soft when you touch it, including the wood. Oh
Okay.
God.
What is
Seru,
Seru?
just tingled somewhere.
Those papers look like playing cards.
What the papers? What language are they in?
Cards.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
The papers. What language are they in?
It's unreadable. The ink has bled so hard from the humidity that it's all just one big black blob.
Blob language. I can't read it.
I would like to arrow, bow, ready, zombies, the usual, my normal crap.
Understood.
Since Ree has his torch out, I'm gonna put my candle up.
Hey, She-Rock, you're in the same room as us. Are you okay with that?
Oh, right. Forget just doing the name thing.
She crosses something off a list.
She raises an eyebrow at you, but it almost, for like maybe an eighth of a second, maybe, looks like there was kind of a half smile at your attempt.
I think she just doesn't like being in a room with me.
I'm getting
I think we're getting closer.
All right. So
Alright.
that's the only door in the room, right?
Yeah,
I'd
I
like to
wanna-
give it a listen.
Yep, give it a listen. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm sorry. So you looked at the documents and you just were like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I can't read it, so.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. Whoever's listening.
What the hell? Oh, there we go.
All right. 21.
Nine.
It is dead silent on the other end.
It's dead,
Dead silent.
silent on the other end.
I mean, I can't not say things like that, right?
Too soon. But funny. But too
I agree.
soon.
Felt very inspired by some kind of divine entity saying that in my ear.
I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Seru.
Okay. Perception check.
Dre will help out because I'm proficient in perception.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Roll with advantage.
Will do. That's much better. 16.
Okay.
Sure you
no,
don't get us killed.
The door does not appear to be trapped in any way, shape, or form.
Help by being paranoid. I agree.
Doc is like, alright, okay, thanks. Alright. I don't think there's a trap here. I don't see anything. Whoever's going first.
All right.
No, I got it. Or-
What?
You want me to-
No.
wanna kick
No.
it?
Well, Beaufort, let's stop having you go
Yeah,
through doors
no.
first.
I have my
I'm
booyah.
gonna get out the way.
Yeah, just go ahead. Go ahead and take a step back. I can take a hit.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
I
And
need
Ree
you
will
alive.
attempt to open the door.
Okay, and the door opens with surprising ease. And ahead of you, you see a 15-foot hallway decorated in a very similar fashion to what you saw in this room, meaning that the ground is just earthen clay and moss and mold kind of grown over itself, but hard/soft at the same time. And the walls are this weird collection of it's almost like they packed clay into the walls and then just took a chisel and carved out the shape of stones, but they're not actually stones. And ahead of you, there is another wooden door.
Whoever made this was
Doc.
terrible.
Doc says something that at first sounds like she's trying to speak in Orcish, but then she slows down and says, "Nobody step through that door."
Now, just real quick, the one thing to note that's different about the room that you just came down and the hallway you're looking at is that the room you came down in is 30 feet tall. The hallway that you just opened a door to is only 15 feet tall.
Alright, I want to check for traps as
Dr.
far
Ray.
as I can.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
And
From the first book of Mordine.
Oh, enough with the church dribble. Cat,
Give me
I'm sure you
guidance.
got it. Bardic inspiration.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I'm sorry.
got a plus.
Okay, hold on. There was a lot of things that happened. I heard boo boo, but what did you say, Lucy?
Enough with the church dribble. Cat, I'm sure you got this.
He gives me an inspiration.
And
Oh
a
wow.
D4.
Okay, yeah. So you feel this holy hand touch your shoulder, and there's this divine presence that just flashes through your body, Doc. And then you hear the bard shout that out, and you're like, your whole body just steps almost unintentionally into the hallway as you start looking around. So go ahead and roll your perception check plus a d6 plus a d4.
Did we just pull out like Angel, Fallen Angel, and the shoulders?
Yep.
I did great on my
That is a
own.
20 fucking 5. There are 100% no traps in this hallway or on the door ahead of you.
This has nothing to do with you two, but I am positive that we are safe. Also, thank you.
You don't like my servants, Bard?
I never really agree with church.
I couldn't tell.
I don't do church things, okay?
Yeah.
Alright,
Ironic coming from Lucy.
What's this door doing?
Yeah, looks it's a wooden door, almost identical to the one that you saw it. It opens the opposite direction, but that's about it.
Alright, we will open the door.
Alright.
I'm running down the hallway.
Yep, understood.
I am not standing in a line.
This is good because my arrows are kind of aimed at your head height.
Okay, so you open the door. Inside, you find a broken statue from ages past. You're not entirely sure what it was supposed to be at one point in time, but what you can tell is that there is definitely 100% a skeleton crushed underneath the statue. And that's about it. To the south, there is a single wooden door that leads further south.
Okay, hold on.
Huh?
I'm a scoot out of the way
Check
for
it.
Doc.
Check it again.
What are you
From
checking?
the second.
I want to check and see if there's traps, as far as I can.
Okay. Yep, that'll bring you about halfway through the room to about here.
Okay.
From Moradine's first passage, the 5th verse. I recite
So I
to you.
give up.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I can't hear what Lucy's saying.
He said,
So
"Oh,
do
I give up."
Give up.
Oh, okay.
You're on your
That
own.
was a 19.
19. So for at least the first 15 by 25 feet here, you look around and you do not sense or feel like there is anything that is trapped here.
Okay, hug the wall, but I think we're okay.
Alright.
Okay, so what are you guys
You
doing?
coming, Shay?
The room,
Do you
is,
wanna go down
the
to
room
this-
is your burrito.
Yeah, let's go.
Could I take a closer look at this statue over here?
Fuck yes,
that's
you can.
what I was gonna do too.
All right, so who is looking at it?
I'll
I
take a
would, but
gander.
I'd like to use my my stone cutting to see exactly what it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Make a history check with advantage, please.
They take a step towards the statue. I take a step back. I don't trust this. This has nacho cheese death fountain written all over it.
I forgot about the hot sauce fountain.
We did not.
Okay, so yes, you recognize, Beaufort, that this is, or it resembles, what is referred to on the surface, especially in Dwarven society, as a pillar of society, which is a popular statue that is given as a gift to members of any given community from royalty that are seen as a true, literal and euphemistic pillar of their own said community. So whoever this person was that built this area down here received this as a gift from somebody of royal blood, noting them as a pillar of their own given community.
Interesting. This
Doc- Go
this
ahead.
oh,
No,
this
go
looks like a, what is it? A pillar of society. Those aren't really given often to a lot of people, ever, especially royalty. Since the last, I don't even know. I think this might have been a long time ago. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. I wonder why
Does it
it's
say
down
who
here.
it's to?
Could I see to see if it's two?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Who it's to.
Oh, who it's to? There's no real, I mean, you wouldn't know who it's to unless you know who built the stuff, you know, like who this is all to down here. But I'll tell you what, make a Make a.
Just didn't know if there was like a plaque or something.
There is no plaque. No. These are just very generic, like just quote unquote pillars of society, of the said society. But with you, I'll tell you this: with the roll that you made and your dwarven stone cutting, this was not somebody of dwarven nobility.
Okay, so it's not someone of my kind. Doc, could you tell how this? Is this a actual skeleton? Like
It is the skeleton of a sentient humanoid being.
Doc, could you tell how this person died? Based on their bones, or
Well, it looks as though they were living.
Give me a
And
medicine
then-
check.
Okay.
They were living, and then they were not.
And they were not. It's just a 5.
I mean, it looks to you, even with a 5, like the dude or dudette was crushed under this pillar.
It looks like they might have been doing the same thing you were doing, but the pillar was actually fully standing, and then it fell on them. So
I'm
maybe,
good.
yeah. And she's
You
gonna go over
should
by the.
definitely keep pushing.
She's gonna
Dwarf.
go over by the hall, and she's gonna say, "Hey, Sherlock Holmes, catch up."
Oh my god.
I don't like it.
No. Sorry, can I?
Go ahead.
Gray is going to like look at the skeleton, like see. So does it look like the pillar? I guess he'll try and find out if the pillar looks like it fell naturally or so on to find out what. Try and piece together what happened here.
Make an investigation check.
Okie doke.
Very good question. I like these
It is.
questions. I like these questions in
Damn it, nope.
dungeons. Oh god, what the fuck? There is a busted up pillar on top of a dead guy.
Yep.
Or gal.
Doc's just too tall. You can't figure anything out. She's standing in the way.
Yeah. It's the light. You can't like. I'm sitting in like the edges of it, so it's like dim light, dark light.
Hey, Doc, this door looks different.
I'd like to check the door for traps. Check the door for if it's locked.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check, please, for the trap detection.
It's a 17.
So, as you look the door over, no, again, it does not appear that there are any tricks or traps placed on what you are trying to perceive. However, it is very clearly locked.
You want to
I
break
will-
out my lockpick?
Why do you
Did you
have a
just pull your
lockpick?
morning star out? Or your foot?
Let me see.
No,
if I
she's like rubbing her foot on the ground. You want me to break out my lockpick?
Well, let me fail first, and then
Doc, I can make you a lockpick. It's gonna
Yes, I
take
would
a little
like to
while,
see it.
though.
you can make me a lockpick.
Don't you have thieves' tools?
Yes.
I think my lockpick broke, didn't it?
Yeah, did you not take it off your character sheet?
I think he's talking Chad.
Sorry,
He's
that
just
was,
talking to me in
that
the
was
room.
yeah, that was off. Yeah, because she did not pick up thieves' tools after her lockpick broke in Summit Citadel. So correct. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
it off of her character sheet just so that we have it removed. Done.
So I'm gonna tell you this. I
Good
can
call,
either
though,
make
Bofer.
you-
By the way, actually, hey, Bofer, real quick, add an inspiration to your character sheet to use before now and the end of the session, because remembering a detail like that her thieves' tools broke, is fucking fantastic.
Danke.
And
I
thank you
can-
for helping me.
I can either make you a lockpick, or I can do that shoe undead thing. It's either one of those.
Keep the shoe undead thing. Keep the shoe
God, that
undead
might be
thing.
pretty important.
I'll try to use my. The reason I didn't take my thieves tools off is because I was using a broken dagger, I think, and I wanted to remember that. But I'll still use the broken dagger.
Okay.
Okay, make a dexterity check with disadvantage.
From the third servant of Mordine.
And add
Nope.
guidance. That's a 5 plus.
1.
No, so you put that you shove like the busted shard of the dagger that's in there. You've still got like the pommel, the grip, the cross guard, and like an inch of the blade. And you shove it in there, and as you start to just manhandle it, the blade breaks off, and the broken dagger is unusable at this point for picking locks. and you jam the shit out of it.
She looks over her shoulder at Gray, all the way back there, and says, "You're standing too close." And then she goes,
What?
Oh fuck!
Ree, go ahead, take out your lockpick.
All right, I
you
got
want some help?
I'll smile and say, my presence does have that effect.
Sure, yeah.
All right, let's kick it.
All right.
right.
I'm gonna let her take the reins for this. She can use her ability.
All right, we going on a count of 3.
Yep.
All right. 172, 89, purple, magenta. 3.
All right, so that is a strength check of 11.
Yep.
And this door is very, very soft. As your foot hits it, it punches through the soft portion of the door. Your body comes with you, and you're like, oh fuck, didn't expect that. And your face bounces off the door as your chest pushes a hole through the chunk of the door, and you're like, ah! So I'm gonna have you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the soft wooden door fuck up. However, you successfully get your hand through on the other side and lift the latch and pop the door open.
So you're saying effectively I just walked through the door?
Oh yes, you did.
You just did what those zombies did.
It's a lot easier than it looks, apparently.
I mean, hey, they put their hands through the door and politely unlocked it from our side.
I don't know, it was very polite. It felt pretty rude, if you ask me.
At least you. That's true.
All right, so as you look down the hallway with the torch that you have out in your hand right now, you realize as it goes down about 15 feet, very similar. It's only about 15 feet high where you're at right now, and then it hooks sharply to the east.
Okay, so come to the corner here. Ah.
All right. Give me
I'll
one
follow due diligence.
Are you not looking for trap things anymore?
Oh,
second. Nope.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Forgot about the whole
Hold
trap
on,
thing.
I got your ass. No, I'm just kidding. You guys are good.
That was mean.
So as you
This is
you
why I
step
stayed in the corner.
so as you step around the corner, your light goes about 20 feet ahead of you, and then it switches over to dark vision. And in the dark vision, you can see a black and white in the center of the room, of whatever room you're walking into, a well, a very obvious well. Ahead of that, you see some sort of like actually, I'll tell you what, Ree, give me an intelligence check, just a straight intelligence check. I know it's not great, but you gotta do it. Oh my god. You don't know what the fuck it is. You don't know what it is. There's something.
You don't even know who you are.
There's something ahead of a well.
I see some shit. I don't know what it is, but I see some shit.
All right, let me check for traps before we go forward.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Hey, Bard, you might want to close your ears. Oh, never mind. You're good.
22.
Within the torchlight that you see in the remainder of this hallway, yeah, no, you don't sense any traps.
Okay, I think we're good, Ree. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, give me one moment.
Secret tunnel.
Secret
One
tunnel.
moment.
This place looks pretty. Is that a goddamn
Hold
coffin
on,
over there?
hold on.
There's a lot of things I don't
settle
like.
down, everybody. Let me reveal areas. It's so hard to do.
I don't like any of it.
I wish they gave me like a polygon option that wasn't so awkward.
Yeah.
Close your eyes and it'll just go away.
Now, what is that?
Yeah, I saw it too.
Can we all settle the fuck down for 5 minutes?
We're freaking out.
It's like Oblivion all over again.
Right.
I'm gonna die.
I immediately regret this decision.
Is it just me, or do I hear like metal shaking?
Oh, you do, but it's because
Isn't-
Lucy convinced me to use like the in-app sounds,
jukebox.
and the only like real good dungeon ones they have is called Mechanical Dungeon. You guys are not hearing metal. There is no metal down here. There is only.
Oh, thank
wood.
goodness, because
But
I was going
still
back to the
sounds
but
first
I
campaign.
searched soft wood sound, and let me
I'm
tell you
freaking out,
something. You
man.
don't want to
I'm
hear that
freaking out.
either. All right, this is the room you find yourselves in. So, In this room, you find a large well. Okay. In the well.
Well.
What do we well here? So here's what you find. There are 4 large pillars around a central well. The 4 pillars are obviously 1, 2, 3, and 4 marked on the map. Then there's a central well. There are alcoves that are built into this chamber that currently have sarcophagi, wooden sarcophagi in various states of decay, one of which being completely open at this point. To the south, you do find what appears to be a small circle with inlaid silver pressed into the ground into an intricate circle, and literally hovering in the center of it is a small green illusory flame that is very obviously the same exact thing that is attached to the candle that Beaufort currently has on his person. Okay? To the north, as you enter, you see what was, at least at some point in time, a campsite. You're not sure because you haven't taken a very in-depth look at it at this point, but there is definitely an old campfire, a couple of bedrolls, and a bunch of bones scattered around the immediate area. With that being said, actually, give me 1 second.
I mean, it makes
Roll
sense.
initiative.
I mean, who the fuck put
Well,
camps
hold on.
down here?
I need Doc, Beaufort, and Gray to give me a perception check, please.
I'm
Okie
gonna
dokie.
use that sweet inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
7 for me.
Yeah, this is the time to do it. It's 10 o'clock, so.
Fuck.
14.
Oh, not great on that inspiration die, Beaufort. What the fuck, bro?
What did I roll?
Thought my
A 1 and a
7 was
2?
bad.
I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Okay, so. Candace, wait, Candace, you rolled 2?
I got a 7.
Where are you?
I rolled a 2,
see.
so I
The
got a
22
7.
was before that. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. So 7. So Lucy,
Yeah.
you immediately, as you get to the point where you're at, and Ree's kind of looking around and taking the situation in, you smell a mixture of rotten flesh and infected pus wafting up heavily from the well in the center of the room. As soon as it hits your nose, there is a voice that resonates through the entirety of the room.
Oh, motherfucker, not again.
Oh, Beaufort. When will you
Caleb.
understand? I will literally stop at nothing to gain my vengeance. You left me to die. You left me to burn, Beaufort. After everything we'd been through. I've known you since I was a baby, Beaufort. Your family treated me like one of their own, when my own foolish father was absent. And you left me to fucking burn. Oh, Beaufort, how you've changed. I will stop at nothing until I get my vengeance. Death is my vengeance, and it is coming for you, Beaufort. I will rest at nothing until your spirit feels death. Beaufort, you are a everyone around you, friend and foe.
And as that happens, there is a cry from the well. You guys hear something, claws on stone, as something rises up. As creatures begin to pour out of the well and towards you. And that is where we are going to leave off for tonight.
Ooh, creepy.
We will end it immediately at the beginning of what is a combat the next time around.
Will you let me use my inspiration for the initiative for that, or 'cause I've got that inspiration that I got in the last 10 minutes and don't
You know
really
what? Yes,
have
I
a whole
will.
lot of time
Yeah,
I can do with that.
nope, I absolutely will.
Do you want us to roll right now?
Nope, nobody's gonna roll right now. Anybody who has an inspiration, if you want to use it for the initiative for this, feel free to.
Because otherwise it's a lost thing, right?
Yeah, that's why you
Ignore the
spun.
cat. Ignore the cat crying in the background for
Nope,
attention.
totally fine.
Stupid tabaxi.
All right, go ahead and roll your initiative twice or with advantage once.
Do you want me to do that now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Make sure you click your thing.
That cat likes books. Oh, yep, there it goes.
Yeah. I've got our food up there so Lady doesn't eat it. Where's my initiative? Does that want to work? There we go. Oh, so I'm just gonna roll like garbage. Okay.
I didn't even see the roll.
10 or a 7
10 or
is what came
7.
up.
Oh, all right, 10 it is then. All right, let me take that down on my note card. And we will begin next week's combat right off the bat here then. Just so we are aware, there is something funky going on right now with my fucking, with my monsters, and I'm not entirely sure why. Give me one sec.
Hey, cat.
Guys, see. Oh, is that a list of names?
Yep.
I honestly love that so much.
Okay.
And also, I hate it with every fiber of my in-character being. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, as you guys can see it right now, there are 5 creatures that have literally crawled themselves out of the well. There is a little bit more that I have to do because I'm seeing it on one screen and not the other, and I'm not entirely sure why, but I'll delve into that over the weekend. So let me just write this down really quick. Nobody else had an initiative inspiration that they needed to use, correct?
Sadly not.
No.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna put a screenshot of my thing into the D&D channel so you can see how it's looking from our point of view to see if it.
Oh,
Well,
I've
you
actually,
can see on my
I've got,
screen.
yeah, I've got my dummy screen
yeah.
up. I've actually got my dummy screen. Oh, what the fuck? It's just not on my.
It's just not on your DM screen.
What?
All of us see.
Okay, hold on. What the fuck?
Is it just a layers thing?
It doesn't make any sense though.
I think Roll20 just went nuts because for me it kept pausing and then playing the
Oh yeah, I was
recording
having
you
sound
entered as well.
audio for problems for sure. I have no idea what the recording
So
had for most of it.
the audio, I'm pretty sure, is because you guys have really shitty internet. No offense, by the way, but I think that's the case because everybody else was saying that it was fine. If that's not the case, please let me know.
I haven't had audio issues at
Yeah,
all.
I didn't think so. I think it's just because your guys' internet is not great. But on my
fair.
Yeah,
on
that's
my
fine.
dummy
I had
screen,
audio
I
issues.
am seeing the 5th guy, which I, for whatever reason, don't know is not showing up on my dummy screen. But it doesn't make sense. Like, why the fuck would it not show up on my dummy screen?
Yeah, that's weird.
Anyways, I've got what I need. Kat, you are 10. Actually, why don't we do this? Why don't we have everybody just go ahead and roll initiative right now, and we'll just jump into it straight next week, so we don't have to worry about it, and we'll be there. Yeah, click your character and do the initiative.
I won't be here next week because it's the 6th.
Shit,
yeah.
that's right. Do we have any issues? Because I forgot. Next week is the 8th, which is going to be Mother's Day. Do we have anybody who's not going to be here for Mother's Day?
Ooh.
I know that we are good on my end because it's so late in the night. My mom is asleep by about 7 p.m. our time, so...
That's going to be I'll let you know.
Okay, do you know when you'll know by, Boo-Boo?
Just give me a few days, like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just so it's not like, oh, I'll let you know Saturday morning about 10 a.m. Goddamn, Ree, trying to get a swing in.
Well, I am.
At least she's in front. Yeah.
Worse being like just the plug in the doorway and getting a shitty roll.
Yeah, so I'm definitely off of work on Sunday. It's just I don't know like mother stuff.
I have an exam the 9th, so I won't be here, like early morning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, since we're not
Lucy,
you
you were totally understandable as far as that was concerned. There are no worries on my end whatsoever. I will, just so you know, I will write Gray out because I don't play people's characters. But best of luck. I mean, seriously, best of luck. Kick the shit out of that exam because you've been studying this for as long as we've known you and for as long as we've been hanging out with you. You need to get the fuck out of Africa. As me to you, you need to get the fuck out of there. So whatever you got to do, man, we support it.
Just remember, if you're taking that exam from the 4th verse in the 3rd chapter of Mordine.
Yeah.
Remember the first verse of the second phrase of Mordine. Thou shalt kicketh the ass of thy test.
And let your hand rise up above the darkness and lay your healing into it.
Thou shalt use fire belly.
Spiritum Sancta Spiritus Sancti
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna fuck with you all week now. I'm gonna be sending you all sorts of crazy rosary prayers, and yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good stuff.
Angry bard noises.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's Sunday, and I mean, I guess it's Monday now, but I had church literally earlier today, so
I'm down with it.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. We will see you next week. And if anybody does have an issue with Mother's Day, just send me a message so I know. If at any point in time, just so you know, we ever have a majority no, we will not play. So just FYI, like I do majority rules one way or another. No big deal on my end. Just give me a shout. Until then, we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
All right, on that note, let's go ahead and find somebody to raid real quick. Oh, we got Jerko in Rocket League. Let's go ahead and just drop Jerko the raid.
Coffee, please. She said real Italian coffee?
Oh, God, I hate these faces. Why? Okay, here we go.
You mean black coffee? Oh, nice.
Oh, wait, hang on. Let's wait and see if Jerko's here. I gotta wait until the... Oh, Lucy, getting the sausage snake right off the bat.
Yes. Lavazza,
Sausage
espresso, and more. Discover the Italian coffee
Ooh,
experience
Lavazza.
in all its
Candace, can you write that down? Lavazza?
more than
Italian espresso? Like... Oh, he's... God damn it, he's AFK. Ah, my heart hurts so bad. I want to rage you, but I can't. Okay, well... I mean, there is... nobody else on. Noah's Asylum is not doing anything. Enzavino...
Both of them. Arrow? I don't need those. Gambeson.
Mammy from Hyrule.
Junior, welcome. Thank you for
Okay,
coming.
fuck it.
How's
Mammy.
going?
We're gonna do Mammy. We're gonna do Mammy.
Farmer. Any frog flashes?
I
I don't have any frog flashes. What is it there? What's the good yatsu? I'm just gonna run.
R-U-L-E. Here we go. Mammy from Hyrule. Lucy, thank you so much for being in tonight, buddy. Everybody else, thank you for being here. I love you guys very much. And we will see you next week on Wednesday. Candace is taking her SHRM exam on Wednesday, by the way, so make sure you wish her the best of motherfucking luck. Here we go.
Farmer Farmathon. Farmathon. I think after the first 50 hours of farming, you would draw hundreds of curious viewers.